Yeah, we good to go. We good to go. I'm paying them lit bitch ass $15 or whatever. However much I'm paying. Motherfuckers gonna just charge me forever to use that. They got, like, right. Yeah,
Giving you the real surrounding the Dallas Cowboys from news, updates, rumors, transactions, takes, and more. Strap up and get ready as we take you into the Dallas Cowboys universe. You're listening to the Skywalker Show podcast. Here's your host, Skywalker Steele.
Whoa. What up, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy Skywalker. So you see him over there. With my guy tonight, Voch Lombardi, for the, I won't say inaugural, but the first edition of the State of the Union Defensive Tackles. What up, big boy?
Finally, Voch has come back to DC Network.
Yes, sir. What's going on, chat? I see my thing in the building. What up, DCU in the building? Sonic in the building. What's that? Nigerian in the building. Brian, Matt Goddix. I know we got a lot over there in your chat too. I mean, you got your chat up?
For sure, we got Sonic, Brian, Nene, Chris, Twitter Brandon, all these for Trey. What's good? What's good? Because I got 7 Brandons in my universe. There's
Oh,
Twitter Brandon. There's Brandon from Memphis. Brandon from Frankly Football. He's newly married now. Shouts out to him. Keep your heart 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Brandon from Vegas. We got all kind of people in my universe. I try to give them nicknames so I can know who the hell we dealing with.
that
You know
makes
what I mean?
sense. I like to set it off Chris one. I feel like that's your best nickname.
Because we got 9 Chris's, and I call him Set It Off Chris because when we do the live joints, he always call in first, so he's gonna set us off, set it off Chris, man. It's just, you know what I mean. It's just it makes this thing community, man. It makes it personal. I don't want to just look over and be like, oh, you're viewer 3357.
Put a
Nah,
number on.
that's landlord
Like
from
they,
Alabama.
like they in
Shouts
a
out,
pen.
shouts out to landlord from Alabama because I know where y'all from. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Joe Rod from
Joe
Cowboys.
Rod.
Man. We know all these people, man.
Yes,
We know all these
sir.
people. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, man. This is like I said, the first edition of the State of the Unit series that we're doing, and a little bit of house cleaning before we get into it, y'all. First off, I wanted to do this earlier in the week. Things happen, things come up, what have you. So I want to say Happy Father's Day. I hope everybody that's a father out there had a great Father's Day weekend. I had a great weekend, y'all. Look at my boy Mamie, man. My boy Mamie. You know what I'm saying? So this is the best
Boy,
Father's Day.
brother.
These are the handprints and things. This is supposed to be like a Wolverine or something. I don't know. He said he, you know,
That's what it is.
no,
Isn't it?
it's a Wolverine.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? So I had a good Father's Day weekend with my boys, man. I hope y'all had a good Father's Day weekend, and I hope the Washingtons had a good Father's Day weekend because Dak Prescott, their father, you know what I'm saying? He did, he had a good week. But nonetheless, this is the dead period, and y'all know how the content can be during the dead period. So I try to do series during that whole thing. And this is the first edition of that. And I hate to say it, y'all, but this will be the final show before I move to Dallas. See, not the final show, period. Just the final show. So, clap it up. Okay, I clap it up for that. Clap it up for that. That's right, guys.
Man.
Yeah. That's right, man. This is it, man. This is the last show. I'll be moving to Dallas next week. I will be out of commission for a live stream for about 2 weeks, getting settled down there. No, don't fret. I'll still drop some things, but it won't be any live streams like that. But I am excited, man, to get down there, Voch, dog. Like you know what's happening behind the scenes. I will obviously be letting you guys know the full extent of the details of everything. Just know this, though. There will be more coverage, and we will be expanding. And that's all you can really be, most excited about, bro.
There you go. Go. Growth. Last year was about branding. Now it's about expanding. You see what I'm saying? So,
Bars. Shout out to you, Truckers Life 78 for the $5 donation. He said, "Cowboys Nation, stand up." Hey, let me just say something real quick before we get into this. You had this monologue on the round table the other day, like last week or 2 weeks ago. I think it was last week. Yeah. Got me out of character. I'm the one that's calmed down. You the one that, you know what I'm saying, you get everybody hype about the Super Bowl. And we need that. You got me out of character though, Voch, because you pulled me into that realm.
Let me just say this though. Shouts out to my man's Lamont drop 5 in the Super as well. Let me tell you this, guy. It wasn't that I brought you out of character. I brought something out of you that was in you already. You know what I mean? All that Cowboys Super Bowl, because everything I was saying was making sense to you, Scott. Like if I said something like, well, Trevor Lawrence is going to come in and the Jacksonville Jaguars is going to go undefeated year 1. And, all these people and the brand new cast that's coming in is going to be, then Urban Meyer is going to be the best coach. Then you'll look at me and go, If I said, watch this, guy. If I said that the Cowboys gonna have the #1 defense in the league next year, you'll look at me and go, "Hey, Voch, I don't know." But everything I said to you was making sense. Yeah. We don't need these astronomical improvements. You know what I'm saying? We were in 1-score games with the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. All we got to do is go from a 1-star defense to a 3-star defense. Offense simply be consistent. Then who's gonna stop us, Scott? Who's gonna stop us?
See, you're pulling me back into that. You know how I tell you all the time. I'm gonna wait and see.
Dak Prescott was the best quarterback in 7 weeks of football, and he only played 4.5. Sir, what are we doing? With Terrence Steele,
you ain't got to tell me about the O. I have zero worries, none offensively. Offensively, beastie.
All I want people to do before we get started, by the way, all I want people to do is to be early. Be early and be on time. Pick your side of the grass and be on it. You know what I mean? I don't just want you to be in the middle of October and go, I think I'll go for the Cowboys. Now, I don't want that, man, because I'm gonna be well moved on. I'm gonna remember everybody in these chat boxes because I've done some in my YouTube box. I can search comments now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can find all that little talking y'all been doing. I can find you. Just make sure you're on the right side of the history when it goes down. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Sadiqa for the $5 donation. She says, "May God watch over you and your family in the travels. You were truly blessed, or truly missed by me." Oh, thank you, Sadiq. Appreciate that. And Trucker's Life with another $5 donation over in Voch. It says, "Shout out Voch." And for those wondering where I live in Pennsylvania right now. So cross country, fam. I'm going cross country, following the dream. I'm gonna be real with you, man. This is definitely a dream of mine. It's something I've been trying to do since, man, I went to college. So this is what I want to do, man, and I'm following it. So I'm excited for it. And again, I will have more about that. I'll probably have a video about it, what have you. But right now, today, it's about the defense. And you talked about that in your opening monologue right now about the defense, Voch. And I'm going to reference something and follow me here, Voch, because you watched the Game of Thrones, right?
Indeed.
Okay, I'm watching the Game of Thrones now for the third time.
Okay.
And it's one of those things, like, to me, I kind of look at it as the reasonable doubt of shows. And when I say that is, I am in my 30s now. Oh, look at me telling my age. See, they weren't supposed to know that. And
I'm 29, by the way, but go ahead.
I listen to Reasonable Doubt now, and I still catch shit, Voch. I'd be like, I ain't peeped that, because you wouldn't know that 10 years ago, 15 years ago, right?
Sure.
So I'm watching Game of Thrones for the third time, and I'm just seeing things, and I'm piecing things together, and I think it's cool. But I'm going to compare the Game of Thrones with the Cowboys right now. Okay, follow me.
Quickly. What's your favorite Jay-Z line that you didn't catch back then that you finally got now?
You can't ask me. I'd have to. Yeah, I have to literally. I'd have to. He got a whole book about that.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? He got a whole book about that. But nonetheless,
Jay-Z got this line about Mike Tyson, and he said, got money set aside for Mike Tyson just in case Tyson have a night off that's clean money, the tax write-off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When I was 10, I didn't know about clean money and tax write-offs. And betting on Tyson just for the clean money, that not the drug money, but don't worry about it.
There was so much I didn't know. But my stepdad would be blasting some hoe, the Reasonable Doubt, in this BMW '98, and I'm just sitting there, just taking it in, not knowing what the hell he's saying. But I was bopping.
Yeah.
You know?
We're not focused now. Go ahead.
Right. So nonetheless, Game of Thrones, Cowboys. So I look at the Dallas Cowboys offense as the realm, right? The kingdom. For those who don't know, who don't follow Game of Thrones, that is the kingdom. It's their mainstay, right? It's the nice. It's where everything's at, right? That's nice. And then on the other side is the wall. The other side of the wall is where all the White Walkers are, what have you. And I'm looking at this defense, specifically the defensive tackle unit, as the Night's Watch, right? I'm looking at it as the Night's Watch. They're to protect the offense. They're to protect those behind them. And so does that sound about right, though? Because without the defensive line, what are we, Voch, on defense?
If Westeros was in the hands of Carlos Watkins, we're some deep shit. but luckily, we ain't got to fight today. We ain't got to fight the Night King today. We got some preparation. We're gonna figure out what Dragon Glass does. We're gonna get some heavy coats. We're gonna learn that fire kills them, and before you know it, we're gonna put up a formidable fight. We won't beat the shit out of the White Walkers and all. We're not gonna destroy them, but we're gonna do good enough to where we, as a collective, can win the fight overall, sir. So you got a point.
You know what I'm saying?
Technically, you have a point. They are definitely a group of rejects and riffraff that we just kind of put together, and we're gonna train them in this. We're gonna train them in Oxnard, and hopefully they become the most important unit on this defense.
Hopefully we get a Jon Snow that comes up to what's it called, the Black? They call it the Black. The Night's Watch.
But this the problem though, Sky. We're gonna think John is the hero, then at the end they're gonna pull some nonsense and have Arya jump out the Black and kill the Night King, in which their two plots had nothing to do with each other. So
I still wish
uh
that season 8.
so you would think John is like D-Law, who's this, the big leader, the big da-da-da. But Jon Snow is probably just like Brent Urban or something, just a low-key player that's just gonna end
Exactly.
somewhere. Sure. 100%.
Exactly.
This is working. The more we talk about it, Scott, the more the
You
analogy
know what I'm
works.
saying? I was just sitting there watching it and thinking Cowboys. I'm always thinking Cowboys, and I'm just like, yo, yeah, I mean, so piecing it together, nonetheless.
100%.
So let's just go ahead and get it started, and let's just start at the bottom. I usually try to start at the bottom, Voch, and then go to the top when it comes to the state of the unit. And real quick, you don't got to speak on him often or speak on him much, but Justin Hamilton, 6'2", 320 pounds. He's kind of a forgotten guy, Voch. I kind of looked at his tape a little bit last year. There's not much really there. You know what I'm saying? But they did keep him over Antoine Woods. And yes, Antoine Woods was getting paid a couple $1 million, so that's money there. But also, Justin Hamilton's our only other guy that's over 315 pounds on the team, and he has that length, 33.5-inch arms. And like I said, when I watched him, there were some good things, but I don't know if there's enough good things for him to fit. But what's your kind of thoughts on Justin Hamilton?
Fun fact, me and him played 3 years of high school football together.
Word.
Yes, sir. He was on my offensive line. I got pictures and everything. So I think and it hurts me to talk about him in this way. It hurts me because I never seen a soul block him, but the league is different. The league is a different animal. The league is a group of everybody's best player. You know what I mean? But I think he's around and Antoine's not around is because he make $48 a year and he fits that size that you're looking for. So in my mind, the whole thing last year was just an experiment, man. It was just we were throwing things at the wall to see what was going to work. We was moving guys around. We didn't have a lot of structure or whatnot, right? But in my mind, you take a guy like Justin Hamilton and you give him some Dan Quinn plan. We've been talking about Dan Quinn having this good old plan here. I'd imagine that he would be a little more productive for you because also too, there was this time to where we had to rely on Justin Hamilton getting playtime, right? Now he's kind of like our second, third guy. So as long as we're not depending on him, long as we're not just in a situation where we're going into week 9 and we got to start him, I think we'll be good. Plus, there needs to be a 315-pound body behind our 6th-round pick that we're going to talk about later.
Yeah, there's got to be at least more than one guy that's over 320 or over 315. And there isn't. There's only him and there's only Quinton Bohanna, but I just find a hard time seeing where he fits. If you take a look at these are my projected guys that's going to be on the defensive tackle: Gallimore, Urban, Hill, Bohanna, Osa Odighizuwa. Do you carry 6 defensive tackles on this team this year? Now I know we're doing that versatility thing, right? We're doing the whole 3-4-4-3 thing once again, but I feel better about it with Dan Quinn. I feel like he has that plan. We talked about the Dan Quinn plan, and we've heard the players talk about there was no plan last year. Publicly now, since Nolan's gone, and privately when Nolan was there, they said that. So I don't know I know that's your man's, but I just don't know where he fits.
Me neither. But the good thing about it is I don't think that we have to necessarily count it as 6 D tackles. I just think we're just gonna have 10 D linemen because the one disadvantage that we have, as everybody in this chat box, me, you, whoever does YouTube or whatever, we have no clue what Dan's defense is going to look like. We saw some things in Atlanta, we saw some things in the Seattle or whatever, but we have no clue what that's going to look like in Dallas. We don't know who's going to be standing up, whose hands going to be in the dirt.
Right.
In my mind, Osa Odighizuwa is a 3-tech guy. You watch his film, he's 280 playing 1-tech sometimes, and it works. Maybe when he gets here, he's going to be some head-up DN kind of guy. So we really ain't got much ideas. So you may look at Osa, even Brent Urban, a guy that on film, he can play some 0, some 1, some 3, and some 5. You know what I mean? So we don't know where these guys are going to be at. We just kind of got to wait around till we start putting people into categories. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And before I move on to Quinton Bohanna, quick question for you guys. You let me know in the chat. Did the Cowboys do enough to improve at defensive tackle? While we are chatting about these guys, you answer that question until we get to the next question. Did the Cowboys do enough to improve at DT?
But what else can we do besides sell our soul for Aaron Donald that's going to make people satisfied? You know what I mean? Because like in the offseason, all there was to do was either sign Dalvin, and we don't even know if Dalvin wanted to come here. That's the one thing that we don't think about when we talk about Cowboys. Go sign somebody. Like we gotta. It takes two sides, right? Dalvin
For
might
sure.
not have wanted to come here, or we wasn't gonna pay for Dalvin. You know what I'm saying?
I
Not
think we
paying
know what that is, the latter.
Sure, but not but listen though, Scott, like not paying Dalvin Tomlinson sounds bad now, but what if it's a situation moving forward to where, oh, I finally got money for Randy Gregory because we didn't pay Dalvin Tomlinson. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that they got all this figured out. We don't like it because as fans, I fall into this too. We could be very microwave sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Who was the cat that the Saints let go? The tackle that you know what I'm saying that we wanted?
Malcolm Brown.
Malcolm Brown, right? Like Cowboy fans wanted Malcolm Brown because they know the name Malcolm Brown. But Malcolm Brown was a free agent at a long time for a reason.
Voch,
Nobody wanted to touch him for a reason, Scott.
We know this. When we don't have an answer at certain positions, Cowboy fans will reach at anything. I'm guilty of it too. Safety. I'm a big go get me a safety guy, and I'm a big go get me a DT guy because we never seem to find an answer there. So we could have did more for sure. But the question is, did we do enough? I'll answer it after we go through the next guy. The next guy is Quinton Bohanna.
In my mind, though, Scott, I think we did it enough. And let me tell you what.
I do too.
Because in my mind, we got pass rushes. You know what I'm saying? Like Bradley and I is like our third, fourth pass rush, something like that. Our problem was the run game. And everybody that we brought in is run game guy. Like we got veteran run game guy. We got rookie run game guys. You know what I'm saying? I think we did the best we could with what we had, man.
See, I hate that. Listen, I'm gonna explain to you. The question is actually a trick question.
Brent Urban top 3 in run defense, man.
I know. It's a trick question. We'll get to Brent. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go down the line. Let's move it over here to Quinton Bohanna real quick. All right.
Okay.
Big Bo is his name. He played 8 games last year in 2020, and a lot of people think that because he's 300, about 40 pounds, which may be he may not even be 345. He may be like 350. He's a big boy. A lot of people think that he can't play a lot of snaps, but he played a lot of snaps at Kentucky for a big one tech who was there to just take up snaps and take up tackles. You watch the tape. You know him in and out probably at this point. Sure. What is your thoughts on Quinton Bohanna in this defense right now?
He's gonna be what he's gonna be, and we look at him. It's gonna be somebody in the chat box that's gonna be like, but Voch, why are you hyping up this player that we drafted in the 6th round or whatnot? He's a 6th round. Why did he fall to the 6th round if he's so good? Well, that's where players like that fall. And you just can't lie to yourself about a lot of this, right? So Quinton Bohanna is a dude that's going to get about 20 snaps. He ain't going to play the whole game. I'm going to tell you why in a second. He's going to get about 20 snaps, 25 maybe. He's going to be the head-up zero guy. He's going to 2-gap. He's going to be run defense guy. He's not going to ever have to play 60 snaps. Why? Because there's another 300 zero tech pound guy. Plus, I don't think we're going to be in a situation where we're playing head up zero all the time. I think sometimes in some of these second and medium situations, some of these passing downs, we're going to play a lot of nickel. When we're not playing nickel, that's when we're going to have head up zeros and head up 4 eyes and things like that, those heavier sets. But for the most part, we're going to play a bunch of nickel and we're going to play a bunch of like second and medium stuff or whatever, 3 tech, 1 tech kind of things. And that's not Quinton's job. Quinton's job is to be head up, zero. I'm grabbing the center and I'm letting y'all run free. I love his mindset. And a lot of these guys got that same mindset. When they was talking to him on the .com show, it was like, hey, man, linebackers going to run free. It is what it is.
Linebackers love me. That's what he said.
I'm not here to get sacks. I'm not here to, like, if I get it, cool, but them dudes is going to run. So if that's his job, then fine, cool. That's his job.
Absolutely. And I post that more, but when he said that linebackers love me, that made me so damn happy because we got too many defensive tackles who are about that hero ball over the last few years and not enough guys who love their role. And he played his role very well. He keeps his linebackers clean, does a good job being engaged and still affecting the ball carrier. And what I mean by that is there's a couple clips here. He'll have a lineman, a tackle or a guard or a center on one hand. And there's other big old paw. He's grabbing the running back down for maybe a yard or a tackle for a loss. He's a load. He's tough. You need 2 people to move him off, and sometimes that don't even work. So for me, this was a breath of fresh air getting a Quinton Bohanna Voch because we hadn't drafted a guy like him since early 2000s, and I don't even know if the dude was 340 pounds. He might have been like 315, 320, and we just never prioritized that position. And if you look across the league at some of the best run defenses in the league, they have a guy like this or multiple guys like this. Hell, Dalvin Tomlinson went to a coach in Mike Zimmer who prioritizes defensive tackles. And where do they always rank? In the tops in run defense. They're always respectable in that. But I agree with you. We need to beat the run defense up, and Quinton Bohanna should help that.
Fun player. You can go to the YouTube. You can watch the Ole Miss game. Great film there. Tennessee game also. You just see him moving guys around, man. You see power at the point of attack. You don't see very much pass rush from him, but like I said, he's not going to be pass rush guy for you. Even if you were to get a guy like Dalvin not going to be pass rush guy for you neither. Dalvin may be a pocket pusher. Dalvin can move around a little bit, but in terms of pure blown pass, like it's NASCAR, who we looking for? We're not looking for Quinn to do any of that. So if his job is to be heavy in the middle, he got half of that down already. So go ahead, Scott.
So let's explain to my guy Big Country. He says, why did he fall to the 6th round? Big Country, one Techs are not getting drafted high. I mean, he would have had to been he would have had to been Vita Vea, and Vita Vea gave you pass rush. You know what I'm saying? So you would have to be a player who is versatile in that aspect. And Voch literally just said he's not going to do that for you. So in that sense, he's going to fall down. And that's fine. You can find guys like him, run pluggers like him down there and be cool with it. You don't have to look at it as, oh, he's a 6th-round talent. I don't think he's a 6th-round talent. He just happens to play in an era where guys like him are not valued high.
Sure. I mean, if you look at one Techs, Sam linebackers, most linebackers that can't cover really, box safeties, they're all run guys. And there's a reason why run guys kind of fall in the draft. It's not that they're bad players. It's just that, teams think about, usage or whatever. Now, if Quinton Bohanna was a little smaller and he was a pass rush and he could play 3-tech and he could play 1-tech, he'll get drafted earlier. But he is what we call a specialist. He does what he does. It is his job. There's a reason why all the 300-pound kids went day 3. You know what I'm saying? The guys that you like, they I can't even name them no more because I ain't in draft.
Our guys or just in general?
In general, draft guys no more because I'm in cowboy mode now, so I forgot them. But all your favorite 300-pound kids, they're day 3 guys, and that just kind of is what it is. Great question though.
Eastside, man. Do Eastside be in your chat?
This is what I learned about Eastside Harold. Eastside, he made me so mature, Sky. He made me so mature because I thought I didn't like him. I just don't like how he navigates or whatever. He's a great guy when the Texans losing and you don't know what they're gonna do at quarterback and Davis Mills getting drafted. He's a great guy. We just don't see eye to eye during the season or whatever. He could just be annoying, but that don't mean I hate him. So shouts out to Eastside Harold. You made me mature because I used to think that I hated you. Turns out you're just annoying. You're simply just annoying. But shouts out to you. H-Time, what up? Go ahead, Scott.
I don't even want to read his comment. I just had to. Just didn't know if he was in your chat too. He seems to be in every single Cowboys YouTube site. Yeah. But what up, Eastside? Big Country said, I don't know. I like it. We're getting punched in the run game. I'm going to puke. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I think me and Voch are kind of going to talk you through it here with these defensive tackles. If you'll notice, most of them are here to stop the run. Sure. All right, next question for you guys in the chat, man. Who would you play more? I got a versus for y'all. Y'all watch the versus on the IG, right? You know what I'm saying? Versus here. Who would you play more? Tristan Hill or Osa Odighizuwa? And Voch, before you answer that,
that's the question.
We're going to talk about Osa, we're going to talk about Tristan, and then you'll give your answer.
Sure.
So for the chat, Osa Odighizuwa versus Tristan Hill. And I want to start with Osa, man, because I think, like you, when we drafted Osa, you went back and watched, it was like, whoa, I like this guy. And I know you did your breakdown already, and I know a lot of people have synced it. I synced it. But for me, the 34-inch arms, the quickness, the strength, the leverage, right? A lot of people don't talk about this, but he's equally as good against the pass as he is against the run, in my opinion. He's just different. It's not like he's a pass rush guy with a ton of moves. He just can get in that damn backfield. And Dan Quinn said his primary role is going to be a nickel pass rusher. What are your and see that's why I had to think in my head he's going to be a nickel pass rusher. What we do with Tristan? Nonetheless, what's your opinion on Osa Odighizuwa year one in this defense?
That's interesting that Dan said that about him. You know what I mean? So watching Osa, let me just kind of give you my journey with him or whatever.
Yeah.
I first saw him in the Senior Bowl, and the Senior Bowl is not an atmosphere where what he does best shows or whatnot, right? You know, he's not just a full-blown I'm pass rushy guy. He's not that dude, which is interesting that Dan said that. When you watch his film at UCLA, I only watched one game on him at the time because I was like, all right, I got Senior Bowl. I'm just only gonna watch one game of this dude. And it was against some school that just threw the ball around. It was just some RPO school. They just threw the ball quick, you know, that Pac-12 miss. So when I was watching those, I was like, I don't know, whatever. But when we drafted him, I was like, all right, so let's go back and watch now. And I watched 11 games of Osa Odighizuwa, and he moved backwards twice. One because he slipped, the other time because he slipped. He doesn't move backwards. And in my mind, I'm watching him. He's playing one tech. So a part of my analysis was, hey, man, he's a one tech. But the more I dig into him, because he's a Cowboy now, he was only 280 pounds. So him and Chauncey Golston the same size, technically. But he looked like Quinton Bohanna.
They built different.
Technically, like he's one big solid muscle, you know what I mean? And he doesn't move backwards. He can play everywhere. So when Dan Quinn calls him a pass rushing three tech, that's strange to me because I see him as a run game, can two gap because he got powerful hands, powerful at the point. He got some quickness, but you see the lack of nuance there. You don't see him as a polished rusher. So when I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, man, he could be a great pass rusher one day. You know what I'm saying? And to answer your question or whatever, I'm playing Tristan and Neville over Osa. The same reason why I'm not playing Jabril day one, or the same reason I'm not playing Semi day one, is because I just know how veteran game works. You know what I mean? Like Parsons got to play day one, but even Parsons is going to get cut with some veteran guys, right? Like his time is going to get cut down for some veteran dudes. So with Osa in my mind, Dan Quinn picked him, but Tristan and Neville been here. Tristan and Neville have man body. Osa strong, but is he league strong yet? We're going to find out in a couple weeks when Oxnard get here and he got to run down the middle of Zach Martin. We're going to figure it out quickly. But as a prospect, as draft guy, I didn't like taking him in the third round. But as Cowboy guy, he's exactly what you're looking for. Just a guy that's versatile all up and down the line of scrimmage on run game. So now you can get your two best run guys on the field. All right, Brent Urban, we can put you at 1 and Osa at 3, or we can switch y'all and you don't lose nothing. Because it was plenty times last year or like year before where Tristan is a full-blown 3-tech. He's a 3-tech and nothing else. He had to play 1-tech because he was injured, and he ended up looking bad because he doesn't play 1-tech. Tristan is not a take-on double-team guy. Osa's a take-on double-team guy. He just also happens to be I'm quick enough to be one-on-one block.
And that's where I can see where a Osa could get more tick. Is because he is more versatile. Now, I know at UCLA they had him playing the 5. In my evaluation, when I did the breakdown, I said I don't want to see him out there. Because I didn't like I didn't think he had many moves. I didn't like his counters. I thought he seemed uncomfortable out there. I mean, I don't know if you saw the same thing or not. But I think where Dan Quinn is kind of visualizing using Osa is kind of where I'm thinking of it. He's quick. That 285, which is likely going to be 290, 295 when he gets in his grown man body, right? Possibly 3, but likely in that 290, 295 range. That quickness is going to be a problem. And then not only the quickness, but the length on top of it, Voch. You play on the inside. If you got a man who not only can get to the spot faster than you, but then can keep you away, you know, get their hands up first, engage in a fight first, you're done.
Sure.
You're done. And I listen, let's just go to Tristan, right? Like Tristan Hill, that's your boy. This is why I wanted to bring this up, because I know you like Tristan.
Sure.
But I mean, this is year 3. This is make or break for Tristan Hill. You know, he's kind of stuck in this weird time warp flashpoint type thing where he gets brought in, and then the next year they bring in McCoy and they draft Neville Gallimore. Then the next year they bring in Chauncey Golston and Osa Odighizuwa. So it's like, hey, what about me? You know, I'm a second round pick, 3-tech, right? It just seems like the organization doesn't really believe in the guy. Now, he showed flashes, though. Go ahead.
So this is my thing with my kids, you know what I'm saying? My sons. I call them my sons or whatever. Every year I pick like two of them. Tristan's one of my sons.
Yeah.
But my sons are not beyond upgrades. Connor Williams is one of my sons. But I was on the table for Rashawn Slater. If he would have gotten here, Connor would have had to sit down. So I love Tristan. Tristan's my guy. The whole team is in proven mode, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tristan is in a different kind of proven mode. You know what I mean? Like Randy kind of got approved for a week. All right, Randy, you in shape? All right, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Osa got approved for a little bit, these guys, but Neville got some proving to do. Tristan got some proving to do, not just because they're veteran guys, but because, okay, we just drafted a dude and he's in your spot now. He's in your spot. So what you gonna do? Anthony Brown, he's playing on the outside right now, but you got some proving to do because Nashawn Wright had a good little rookie camp. Boss man Fat is who he is, you know what I'm saying? So when I look at Neville and Tristan, we ain't even talking about Neville. We just talking about Tristan. But
Tristan, yeah.
Cool. When we talking about Tristan right now, Tristan had some good flashes last year, but he was two gapping, man. The damn scheme was some nonsense again. So he's in his man body, and he was okay. He wasn't as great as people say that he was, and I'm a fan of Tristan. He wasn't as great as some people say that he was, but then he got hurt, and that threw a monkey wrench and everything. So he's one of these guys we're gonna have to see in camp, man. Osa got a great first step, but Tristan Hill was king first steps.
Yeah.
So we got to see, man.
He got the talent, Voch. I've always said it. He's got the talent. It always was about the maturity up here, and we had heard from who was the cat we had last year, the Italian coach, defensive line coach, the mob dude. Dang. I forget his name.
Not Saragusa. Shit.
That's Italian.
I'm Tula. So, but look, though, Scott, on that point, though, right? Yeah. On that point, though, when people dislike Tristan or they downplay, and not saying that everybody's hating on him, but when we think not highly of him, we think about his rookie campaign, and that's fair. That's only what he showed us. Now we just got to see, what does Tristan look like as a 22-year-old in his man body playing in a proper position where he's built to play, not some two gap and one tech. I think it's going to be interesting. Baseline, he's a really good rotation dude. Baseline.
You drafted him in the second round.
Drafting sucks. The whole we got him in the second, he's supposed to be starting, that sucks. But it is what it is now. We got to see.
I just like to read the room. And looking at the franchise, you brought in, you know what I'm saying, a third-round draft pick in Neville. You brought in 2 third-round draft picks that are basically 3 techs in Osa and Chauncey. This is you're on the clock. You on the clock now. And like I said, though, he got talent. You know what I'm saying? He got that quick step. He has a motor. You know, I went back, when I go through my state of the units, I always go back and watch the film on the guys that I'm doing, a rewatch, because I already watched them after the season or during the season. And I was like, okay, that's one thing that did slip my mind about Tristan Hill. He has in fact, he probably played, I'm not lying to you, he probably played the hardest on the D-line outside of DeMarcus Lawrence. That's no joke. He didn't give up and all that good stuff, and he was just hunting down. His best game probably was the Seattle game.
Seattle, yep. And look, man, everybody talking about they want dogs, they want gangsters, they want hard players. When he twisted up Chris Carson knee and shit, is that what y'all want? Don't complain now. Don't complain now when you finally get this Charles Haley maniac type player that'll roll the shit out of Chris Carson like this.
We need some of them. We're gonna talk about some Hills later, but we need some of them. And speaking of the knee, you know, he tore his. Here's the problem with Tristan. Yeah. He doesn't have enough snaps. Sure. He tore his ACL in week 5. Year 1, he was in a doghouse most of the year, falling asleep, immature. You know how that whole thing was year 1. Mm-hmm. And he's still working his way back now. I mean, I don't necessarily know if he's even going to be ready in training camp or not. Who knows? Sure. So he just don't have enough snaps for us to feel totally comfortable. But as a draft guy, and then as fans, we know the traits that we've seen, so we're kind of optimistic, but be cautious. Sure. Just be cautiously optimistic with Tristan Hill, because like I said, reading the room, it don't look too good. But this is what you want. You want competition, and now you got it. So Tristan Hill versus versus Osa Odighizuwa. You got Tristan. You're going to give Tristan more snaps than Osa. Me, I just let the young boy play. Let Osa play.
Let him play. Let him earn it. But I'm also aware of man body and how that works. You know what I'm saying?
That
The
boy
least I know
different.
is Tristan got 2 off seasons, Neville got 1, Osa got none. You know what I mean? That's the baseline thing that I know. Now, if Osa come in beating the shit out of everybody, fuck, let him run.
Right.
But I just know how man body works.
But that you seen him. Osa
He got
don't look normal.
he got college man body. He's 280. I don't know how he's 280, but he's 280 somehow.
Bro.
We just gotta see, man.
His muscles got muscles.
They do. Because he ain't fat neither. Like
No.
he built like Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith is another action figure that's somehow
yeah,
300
Tyron Smith
pounds.
don't make no damn sense.
Whatever.
He don't make no damn sense. All right, look. So me and Voch, we both wrestling heads, man. By the way, let me get to this super chat real quick. I've been missing all these super chats because the conversation. I just loving this conversation right now with my guy Voch. Appreciate you, brother. There was one from Lamont, man. He said, question. Shout out to you, Lamont, for the donation. Thank you for all the donations, by the way, on both channels. He says, just a question for y'all too. If we made a move for Akeem Hicks, how much better would he make us on defense? I love Akeem Hicks. He's the one from Chicago, played for the Saints before. Big one tech. I could slide over at 3-2. I wanted him a couple years ago. I was willing to pay the man because, again, Voch, that's one of those, we need a DT. Gimme. But no, he's good, though. Like, he Pro Bowl type good. He might have made a Pro Bowl. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong in here. But how would you feel about a Akeem Hicks type move?
Hicks is good, but this ain't just, let's go get a guy. Like, we got to give something up to get him. Then salary cap things when he gets here, then where do we play him? Now, he has a place to play, don't get me wrong, but we kind of got young guys that need reps. I think highly of Brent Urban. I think highly of Brent Urban. You know what I'm saying? So he'll help, but shit, we're not gonna get him. So
no,
it ain't something to talk about. But it'll be cool.
If we got him, he would have been our best defensive tackle in a long time.
Yeah, that's like asking Voch, how would Aaron Donald help? He'll help. He'll help a lot. Shit.
Let me get to some of these more donations. My man Big Country said $10 donation. Great show, guys. Thank you, brother. Donnie funny. Donnie said with the $5 donation, salute Voch and Skywalker. Skywalker, your lineup is fresh. Tell God, Buddha, or Allah to hit your barber tonight with blessings. But the funny thing is, Voch, it ain't fresh. This joint like about 2 weeks old. But I appreciate you, Donnie. But I keep clippers on me.
Privilege. Privilege.
Don't get it twisted. I got probably about 3 more years, Voch. This day gonna be gone.
Oh Lord.
It's already happening. The thinness is coming in. I ain't scared. Huh?
Hey man, just embrace it, man. Take your pictures and just look back at them every now and then. But embrace. Hey man, look, what's that meme where like Wolverine laying in the bed and he just
look at my waves.
Hey man,
just gone.
Keep the file, man. Don't worry about it. You good to go, man. You youthful.
People be like, oh, Sky, your waves, but these ain't waves no more, fam. The tide is pulling back. Damn. Okay, I'm holding on. These is ripples. I'm holding on, fam. All right, so look, me and Voch wrestling guys. And I had teased this on Twitter. I didn't know this, Voch. Brent Urban is actually Canadian.
Yep.
And we knew that Neville Gallimore was Canadian. And my whole wrestling cowboy thing started going in my head again. And I was like, yo, this is basically the new Canadian tag team. And I had brought up the Canadian tag team from the 90s. I don't know if you remember the Quebecers. This is the 90s, dog. You probably wouldn't even.
See, Scott, I was born in 92.
So you was born.
So my early wrestling memory was like in the glory days between
the Attitude Era.
It was like 96 to like 03. So don't hit me with no Ricky Steamboat, Ultimate Warrior. You know what I'm saying? Don't hit me with all that.
Don't do you?
I wasn't. Sky is older than me, man. Y'all. It don't look it. Sky a decade older than me, man. Shouts out to Mr. Lee in the chat box. Drop the dime. Appreciate you, sir.
Shout out, Mr. Lee. Nah, man. So I came up with they're the Quebecers right now, and the reason why I came up with the Quebecers, they were a heel tag team. Listen, my wrestling heads, would y'all save me real quick, man? They were a heel tag team, won the championships. But the reason why they're Canadian and they're heel, and I brought this up earlier. We need more dogs, aka heels, on this defensive line. If you don't know what a heel is, Voch, would you like to please educate the nation on what a babyface and a heel is in wrestling? Babyface
is what you are. the faces are the good guys,
Yes.
and the heels are the bad guys. Basically, Sky wants some villains.
Yeah.
Sky don't want gentlemen anymore. Sky
No.
don't want Rocky Maivia.
No.
He want the
The Rock.
corporate champion Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm tired of. I'm not saying everybody's a nice guy. I don't know these dudes in there, right? But I just need some dudes that's going to twist some ankles, right? I'm not saying really twist some ankles, but you talk about that mentality, that Charles Haley mentality. And Neville Gallimore, I went back and watched his tape, and Brent Urban, I went back and watched his tape, and I'm like, yo, Brent Urban, big country, you in there, right? Brent Urban, country strong.
Yep.
Country strong. Let's look at the big picture of Brent Urban right quick. He about 6'7", 6'8", 300 pounds. And they list him, Voch, as a DE/DT, kind of what we were talking about earlier. He plays up and down that line. Yep. He played up and down that line in Baltimore, up and down that line in Chicago. And he's probably one of our most versatile interior defensive linemen because he can play the 5-tech easily. He's built as a 5. And he can slide in and play as your 1. And you talked about it. He had that 85.3 run grade defense, ranked 3rd in 2020 per PFF. And again, that the film backs it up. This isn't just some random. I don't like PFF run or grades all like that, but this one is real, guys. He is a tank against the run. Here's my thing, Voch. He only plays about 30 to 34% of the snaps in general. So when we had signed him, and I'll come back to y'all, when we had signed Brent Urban, I was excited for it, but in my head, I'm sitting here like, can we pair him with somebody? Right? And we didn't pair him with nobody in free agency. Then we went out and got Quinton Bohanna. So once we paired him with somebody, love it. Absolutely love this Brent Urban signing.
Thing about Brent, and this is some big picture shit, honestly. So just everybody just like focus with me and don't just like talk shit about me. You don't want Brent Urban playing a whole bunch of snaps anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand he's a guy that we brought in free agency or whatever. We didn't pay him too crazy or whatever, but he's a guy that you don't want to play more than 30%. Just like with Bohanna or whatever, you know, we said earlier, he's only going to play 25 or so snaps, and you may be like, why do we only want him? Because he's designated run game guy. What we want is to stop the run enough. Run defense is like insurance. You don't need it till you need it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we may go into, you know, Kansas City one week and it's gonna be shootouts or whatever. Cool. We're not gonna need Quinton and what's his face. We're not gonna need who the Chauncey and all these other guys. We ain't gonna need those guys. We're gonna need pass rushes those games. But these other games, if we run into the Browns again for whatever reason, if we run into one of these run heavy teams, that's when you need your run heavy guys. And you only need to be run heavy for a little bit because the offense on our side, we're gonna be scoring points. So what we want is our pass rushers playing 65% of snaps, 70% of the snaps. Brent just need to come in, stop the run, sit back and chill, drink some Gatorade all day. That's what I want from Brent Urban. That's what I want from Chauncey. That's what I want from Bohanna. You know what I'm saying? So sure, don't play the whole game. I love that. That just means it's working. If you only play the run games in with the Bears, with the Ravens, you know what them defenses are, and they're probably that because he's a 30% run game guy. So shit, I take that every day. And more.
And like I said, the reason why I brought that up, Voch, is because when we signed him initially, he was probably our best run defender. Really, our only one you could really count. I'm listening. I like Neville. I think he's our second best run defender, interior on the defensive line. But we didn't really have a run guy. So in my head, I'm like, all right, if they don't go out here and pair somebody with him in free agency, he has to play more than 30-something% of the snaps. And if he plays more than that, then he's going to suffer from his play, in my opinion, because he's not that type of player to play 60-something%. Same situation with Antoine Woods. I don't want to see Antoine Woods out there playing 60% of the snaps. He needs to be getting 17 to 25 snaps and giving him his all in those 17 to 25. Same with Brent Urban. Most I want to see him get is like 30 snaps. I really, truly don't need to see him. So then they get the big guy, Bohanna. So think about it. If you get Bohanna playing 12, 13 snaps, you get Brent playing 20 snaps, that's 33.
Perfect.
And it averages like 60, 65. So that's good. You don't need Brent out there a bunch. You just need him to go do his job. And he had a quote. I don't think I have it up here. Nope, I don't. He had a quote that was also talking about keeping linebackers clean. He said, I just want to keep these athletes clean so they could be athletes. Again, you got two dudes now with that mentality to go in there and do the dirty work. I don't think we had that, Voch. And it's not always the player's fault, but Rob Marinelli, his whole thing was get to the quarterback. Yeah. It wasn't eat up blocks and let your linebackers eat.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure. And we got linebackers that run 4.3s now, so it's all gonna be good to go. You know what I'm saying? And half of this is mindset. You know what I mean? I was saying, and I've been saying this all up and down YouTube, whatever. So pardon me if y'all heard me say this a 1,000 times. I just keep dogging Dorrance Armstrong. I hope he does well. I hope his family's cool. But Dorrance didn't have a role. Dorrance was just like behind D-Law. He didn't have a job. He was just designated behind D-Law guy. You know what I mean? Brent, I don't know how much he's gonna play. He got a job. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta respect the fact that he got a job and he's aware of what his job is. I'm designated run dude. I ain't trying to get sacks. I want the 4.3 running guy to run 4.3s and chase people down. That's what I want. And if it all works out, man, we're going to goddamn Super Bowl. Sky.
Listen, Lord Commander Dan Quinn made Brent Urban the Ranger. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
You hear me? That's what he is. He's the Ranger of this defense. And I'm not saying that, or one of the Rangers, I'm not saying that Brent is going to be like an MVP or nothing, but he may be an MIP. Most important player.
Most impactful. Talk that shit, Scott.
Ooh, I like that one, too.
Hold on,
I like that one. Go ahead with it. Go ahead with
it. Scott, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. He's kind of like what we think about offensive linemen, right? You know, why else can Dak Prescott go out for, 300 yards per game, 400 yards a game? Hey man, we got to keep guys clean, man. Tyron's not going to be a guy that we're looking for in the stat sheet, or Zach, or any of those. But La'el Collins coming back is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? We got to worry about, you know what I'm saying? So on this opposite side, we're not going to see Brent Urban in the box score too much. We just not. But if Parsons just walking around with 12 tackles a game, Van Der Esch look good again, Jaden looking like 2018 Jalen, shit, this ain't magic. This ain't happened overnight. It happened because Brent doing the dirty work that he takes pride in. We're missing pride, Scott. We're missing pride about this. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I love the Brent and the Bohanna combination, is because they're not coming in here with that all-star mentality. They're coming in here with that team mentality. And here's the quote right here. He says, I do a good job being stout up front. That's a little bit, a little self, taking on double teams and doing the dirty work allows those guys to run free. That's part of the reason why I came here. That's part of the reason why I came here. It seemed like the perfect opportunity for me to continue to do that and help elevate this defense and allow athletes to be athletes. And when you watching Voch, he has this veteran. He plays like a veteran. So listen to this real quick. You watch Tristan Hill.
I know exactly what you mean.
Tristan plays like a bull in a china shop.
A wild ass young man. What he means is when they run outside zones, Tristan may overrun the shit. Tristan is so caught up in the block. Tristan, DJ's World just dropped 100.
I was about to say.
We're stopping all analysis here when things like this happens. Look, Scott, this your show. Well, this is a joint show. I appreciate you and all that. But when DJ Word drop 100 on myself, we gotta stop talking about D-line, talk about him. You got a question, sir?
He need to have a question, a statement. $100, dog. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate your DJ's Word.
And listen, man, don't get me wrong. Shady is back. I appreciate your 5'2", man. Kenneth Vanderson, I appreciate your 5'2", man. Kenneth, you're 2. Appreciate you, Kenneth. But one more time, drop a bomb for him, Scott. Do something, please.
I was about to hit him with a clue bomb.
Do anything. Now, what was I saying?
We're talking about Tristan Hill. Young boy, he played like a young boy.
Yeah. China shop, right? Cool. Tristan what you're looking for is that Brent is a very controlled player.
Mhm.
He's very polished. Sometimes what you'll see with Tristan is they'll get so caught up in the block that the run goes past them, or they'll get so caught up in the fight, or it could just be the experience of Brent Urban. Like, hey man, look, I've been two gapping for 9 years, player. So what he does is he lets his eyes take him to the football. He knows how to wrestle without looking at his opponent. Tristan doesn't yet.
Hold up. DJ, shout out to you. I don't
Play that shit again. Hold on, Scott. Wait.
Hey DJ, I'm not laughing at you, brother. I'm not laughing at you at all. DJ's real with
that's
the
laughter of joy.
That's joy. Like, that's laughing with you. Woo. Appreciate
about
you,
to
DJ.
drive to Dallas. He needs some gas.
I need gas money. Hey, Voch, I'm not driving though.
Yeah, of course.
Wait till
Oxnard, something to spend $100.
Yeah, that's for Oxnard.
He got to buy shoes for his kids. Something. DJ, you are a blessing to us, man. We appreciate you, sir.
Real rap, man. It's y'all don't understand. The donations in the community mean a whole hell of a lot. So
Yes, sir.
thank you very much for all the donations. And DJ with the big boy. As you were, sir.
Talk about Scott. Taylor Thread crying because he said my $2.99 got skipped, so I'm scrolling up. Taylor Thread, appreciate you for the $2.99 dropping the trade in super chat. What D lineman are you most looking at in Oxnard? I'm sorry, Taylor. It's just blue and it blends in with the rest of it. But when DJ hit the shit, it's a dark red and you can't miss it. I'm sorry, Taylor. My bad. Go ahead, Scott.
No, you're right. And again, when we get in the conversation, me and Voch, we going. So I don't always see the super chat, so I gotta scroll up and see. But trust and believe me, we appreciate them things. So thank you very much, man. Shout out. I didn't even see. Look, Boss just jumped in. I didn't even know Boss was in here. Shout out to you, Boss.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Boss Cowboy, man. He up in here, man. Shouts out to you. I almost missed him.
Oh man. All right, so we were talking about Brent. You kind of explained it so eloquently about the control play, and that's you knew exactly where I was going with. As soon as I said he plays like a veteran, whereas Tristan Hill kind of plays like a bull in the china shop. Now, last year, Tristan did a little better with that, but I don't think he was aided with the scheme. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I think mentally, as a person, he matured, which trickled down to him as a player. I'm hoping being around a Brent Urban, more, a guy like him that can help him out. Being around a DeMarcus Lawrence more can help him out. But again, he was around DeMarcus Lawrence the last 2 years, so who knows about D-Law's leadership type stuff. But nonetheless, man, I think Brent Urban. I don't know if D-Law is that type of leader.
You know what I like about D-Law? Oh. I like how he's fearless and he says what he wants to the media or whatever.
Media leader.
I think.
I'm just being real. Watch.
I think part of the reason why the defense played well versus Saints 2 years ago is because on Monday he came out and said, "Hey, look, I'm crazy. I will smack the shit out of y'all. We are playing against the Saints. I don't give a fuck about Drew Brees. We're gonna whoop." And I think that did something to rally the troops. Now, leadership wise,
we lost.
Now you got me thinking, but whatever. Move on.
Crawford and Lee were the guys. Hey, Wink. Now see, Wink funny. Wink gonna say now Sky can purchase 6 months supply of Beijing. Keep that wig tight.
Oh no. Y'all internet ain't right, man.
Y'all deep, dog.
The internet ain't right.
Don't do me like that, man. Y'all know this thing is thinning out. All right? Trying to keep it.
Scott, don't lose no sleep over these people, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. All right, let's get to my guy. Let's get to my guy Neville, man. Neville Gallimore.
Yeah.
Probably the most underrated defensive tackle on earth. Forget this. Not defensive tackle. Defensive lineman. Nobody's talking about Neville Gallimore. I mean, I watch a lot of shows. I read articles and follow on the Twitter sphere. It's a lot of Tristan because obviously he got to step up. We got the new cat and Brent Urban, new cat and Quinton Bohanna. You got the Granny Gregory, right? You got Basham is even getting talked. Nobody's talking about Neville Gallimore. All Neville Gallimore did, in my opinion, is come out and play better than anything we've ever seen from some of the guys that are already on this team in regards to Tristan Hills and things like that. And he should be, in my opinion, our bona fide number 1 3 tech. Am I wrong in that?
I think Neville in the same boat as Tristan, honestly.
What?
Neville had flashes just like
Oh, now see, Voch done dipped out on me. Now, you know what? Now, see, this is what happened when you talk about Neville like that. That's what happened, Voch. You can't talk about Neville like that. That's what happened.
Well, it's just that I'm just talking about Neville in the same light that I'm talking about Tristan is all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's another guy that this is what I am excited about Neville though. I didn't see much flashes or many flashes from Tristan in his freshman campaign. And I understand that because you need man body, right? Neville had flashes in his rookie body. So I'll at least give him credit there. So assuming that Neville gets that magical peanut butter that makes people big and strong in the offseason or whatnot, I would love to see pictures of him just to kind of see how he looks, just to kind of see how he transformed his body, what kind of shape he's in. If he's in man body shape, Neville Gallimore, just like Tristan, is another guy. They are first step guys. So if Neville wins the 3 tech battle, then sure he should be the first 3 tech, assuming that Tristan don't beat him. Now, what makes this interesting is Neville is not a Dan Quinn guy, but he is a McCarthy guy. Tristan is neither, so that might be something worth talking about or whatever. But we got to see. Let him put him on the ring and just let him fight for it, man.
I don't think. Yeah, he's not a Dan Quinn guy, but if Dan Quinn goes and pops on the tape, he should fall in love with him. I seen somebody earlier in the chat say, I think they try to compare Osa to Grady Jarrett. And I had brought up Grady Jarrett a while ago in regards to Osa because they're kind of similar mid-round picks by Dan Quinn, kind of afterthought 3Ts that he turned into beast. But when you really look at the play, in my opinion, Neville Gallimore is more similar to Grady Jarrett than Osa Odighizuwa is. And go ahead. What's your thoughts on that?
I would say yes, I agree with you on that because Neville is a little more quick-footed than Osa is. Now, Osa got potential to be all these things. When we talk about Osa, we see a set of traits to where we look and be like, oh, he could be this, or Osa can be that. With a little time, he's gonna be. Neville is flat out right now first step guy, quick guy, lateral guy, because that's what we saw at Oklahoma, and Oklahoma used him terribly. Even in Cowboy land, right? Mike Nolan, man, I ain't gonna keep kicking the dead dog. You know what I'm saying? Keep kicking the dead horse. I ain't gonna keep kicking. You know what I'm saying? But the few times where he was asked to not two gap and penetrate and be quick, he showed power in a different way. Osa has power, like he has this overall body power. Neville has I'm using my momentum to move me forward, and that's gonna generate power for me. Then I can use my hands, and I can use quickness. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So when people say Neville got pushed around, Tristan got pushed around, that's because you asking them to be powerful, like you're asking Brent and Osa to be powerful. They're powerful when they're moving forward.
So with Neville, I think if he would have got on the field a little bit sooner, he would have clicked a little bit sooner. What happened was, remember, it took time. He didn't come in there guns blazing. He was behind a couple dudes. And it wasn't really until week 7 where he started to play more than like 20 snaps per game. He didn't play. I don't think he played at all in week 3 or 4, if I remember. But from week 9 to week 17, he played over 30 snaps in every single game. And during that time span, he recorded 15 of his 16 stops. Now, a stop is what's considered by PFF a failure play by the offense. And Neville Gallimore was one of our best defensive linemen in regards to stops, and as a rookie. And if you look at him against his rookie class, he outperformed a lot of those dudes. But it's not going to be talked about as much because we sucked last year. You know what I'm saying?
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
And everybody else on our D-line was bad. Yeah.
Right. And here's why I think Neville has it hands down. Snap count. He had 416 snaps last year. That's almost 100 more than Tristan Hill in 2 seasons. Now, granted, he got hurt, but that's part of it. Tristan came into the league needing to play more because what happened when he was in college? He kept getting benched and was not starting because he had issues with his coach. Not benched because he couldn't play. He just didn't. He wasn't up here with it. right? He wasn't up here with it. Where we don't have to worry about with Neville Gallimore.
Sure.
We don't. In regards to his play, I think he played heavier than what he's listed. He even looks it. He's listed at like 300, 305, Voch, but he plays stronger than that. I feel like he has strong hands, heavy hands. Like
Sure.
he's not. I don't think honestly when I watch him, I don't necessarily see him beating people with this immense quickness. I know in Oklahoma he had that quick first step, but maybe it was a scheme, right? Maybe it was an assignment, what he was asked to do. But he seemed to just be stronger than Marvel. And now I know that play he had against the Niners was quickness, but he was unblocked. Let's just be real.
Sure.
But nonetheless, man, I think Neville Gallimore is hands down. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong here in the chat. Hands down the 3-Tech 1.
Something else too that we got to understand. Like, I don't even think it matters who 3-Tech 1 or 1-Tech 1 is, because they all gonna play, and we really need them all, because last year, boy, I hate talking about my teammate like this, but we had to play Justin Hamilton. We had to play what's the old boy that came from the Texans that we spent the 6th round pick on? That was terrible. That motherfucker. Like, you need
Eli
guys.
something.
You need guys. Plus we're playing 17 games this year, man. So you need rotation in general, and you know, so Tristan may not start, but if Tristan get 16 snaps, Neville get 18 snaps, Osa get 17, I mean, you know, it works out.
It works out, but and this goes back to me being that Cowboy fan in me that wants to find the solution, Voch. I'm tired of it's enough. And this goes all the way back to the question. This is why I say it's a trick question. Did the Cowboys do enough, chat?
The reason why we don't have a solution, the reason why we don't have a solution is because we got 3 guys with question marks. They all have the upside to be great, but we got a rookie, a year 2 dude, a year 3 dude that was hurt, and a year 2 dude that's in his man body now. And all that shit was coming off of Mike Nolan's nonsense. So we just got to see. This is and look, and this will give our defense another advantage, because other teams don't know what the hell we're gonna line up in. They don't know who gonna come out. They don't know how they're gonna line up. So that's another advantage for us. Shady is back, dropped a dime. The super chat says Gallimore can track his target with aggression. Probably. Appreciate you though. Belly dropped a dime and says Neville will He says Neville will be on watch. He got great speed but needs strength.
I think he's strong.
We'll see if he put his grown man body on this year's offseason. So he's doing that right now. Appreciate you. Kenny Anderson dropped a dime and said, Kenny Anderson been hitting me up all day. Appreciate you, sir. Can we talk about Randy with a full offseason? We'll get there. I believe we talking about ends or just tackles today.
We talking about tackles, but we could touch on whatever. At this point, once we hit the end of the unit, we can go anywhere with it. That's how I usually do the unit joints. So yeah, we could touch on Randy Gregory. But shout out to Tuck in the building.
But we'll see though, Scott, because you know what I'm saying. Boss Cowboy like to have them 3-hour, 5-hour shows and have people tired and sleeping, yawning.
I ain't doing 3 hours tonight, bro.
You know,
we doing 3 hours.
We tired. But go ahead.
Look, as soon as I end this, I'm gonna finish packing up. So
Boss Cowboy will be at hour 4 and be like, "Hey man, what y'all think about this?" Like, no, I don't think nothing of it. I don't think nothing. I'm sleeping. Go ahead.
Boss's mind always spinning, man. That's what he makes some good questions. There was oh my goodness, trucker life. What the?
Hold on, dog. Let me just hit you one more time, dog. Let me just get us one more game.
I don't like that shit.
Wait, hold on. Wait. That's wrong one. Wait, hold on.
Well, we do like that shit.
Damn, hold on.
Hold on, guys.
Damn, hold on.
Oh my
Big shout.
goodness, man. I don't even know, man. Thank you, trucker life, man. Thank you. He says making Wagyu on Sunday. Wagyu? Is that what it's
Wagyu.
Wagyu. That must be a South. Is that a South thing?
It's an expensive steak that I'm saving all my money in my piggy bank to try to get me some. You know what I'm saying? It's a fatty piece of steak. It's only cows in Japan, purebred Japanese cows. It's a different it's a different fat to meat ratio, and it's very expensive. So $100 will probably get you a little you know what I'm saying, a little yamin of it. But it's
So trucker life just gave me enough to go get that.
That is a very cultured trucker if he putting you up on what.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so look, this is what he do, Scott. His YouTube page is he cooks gourmet meals out the back of his truck. That's what he do.
Oh, so he's not a trucker, or is he?
He's a trucker.
Okay.
He's a YouTuber, but he cooks gourmet meals out the back of his truck.
That's
So
dope.
check him out whenever y'all get a chance. Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
check that out, man. Appreciate you, man. Trucker Life been on. He been supporting the channel for a while. So this, but this is man. I'm humble. Voch will tell you, I'm a humble dude. Sometimes I don't even know how to accept half of these things, and I don't even ask for that type of stuff. But I appreciate it, man. I really do. Thank you very much, man. Shout out to everybody. Let me give a quick round of applause to everybody donating today.
Quit being so humble, man. You the guy. You the guy, man. Quit being so humble.
It's just in me, man. It's just in me.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I let y'all know how I feel.
Listen.
Could be me.
Oh, I can let you know how I feel, but I'm still humble. Well, I know it can't be you, Voch. We know, bro. But that's you. You wouldn't be you. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be you.
Come on, man. I'm just loud. I'm just loud from Natchez, man. Don't worry about it, man. Go ahead, Mike.
Natchez. All right, nonetheless, man. Again, so the trick question. Back to the top of the quick trick question. Did the Cowboys do enough to prove at DT? I will answer that question. Yes, they did enough. But is enough going to get the job done? I don't know yet. I like Urban. I like Neville. Don't know about Tristan yet in regards to this is the make or break. I like Osa. I like these rookies. But let's just be real quick. Just take off the Cowboy fandom for 1 second. Pair this defensive front with a lot of defensive fronts in the line. Not defensive front. Defensive tackle. Let's just do DTs. So we're talking DTs. You can't really feel that good about where they stand in the league, right? And rankings don't mean jack, right? Because a lot of things, context comes into that. But I'm just stepping back, being real, and I'm looking at it, Voch, and I'm like, I'm not that impressed. I'm just being real.
I think based on who we are and how we built and how we set up, our success is not going to rely on the D line. It's going to be relying on the linebackers.
Oh, better, Voch.
If our D line don't get a bunch of tackles or whatever, let's just say that they don't make a bunch, whatever. But our linebackers walking out with 15, 20 tackles or some shit, that's a success. That's a success, Sky. Plus, also too, we walked into this thing knowing what we are. We're not trying to be
like that.
2,000 bucks. We are trying to be the 2006 Saints, goddammit. We just want to be opportunists. We want to get sacks when we can. What was that Green Bay Packer year they went to the Super Bowl or whatever? That team wasn't amazing. Clay got his sacks. They played run defense. They got interception when the ball was thrown to them. They played offense. That's how it's going to be, player. That's what it is.
I know.
That's what it got to be, Scott. That's what it got to be. So you may not. So watch this, Scott. Voch says this. You may not be impressed with our D line, but let's play this game. Are we better than we were last year? If the answer is yes, that's all it needs, sir.
And that's why I said it's a trick question, because I do think we did enough to improve.
Yeah,
I think we improved, Voch.
You can look up in the sky all you want to, fam. Mike Nolan looking at Dorrance Armstrong over Randy Gregory is not going to happen this year. Not going to be able to do it.
We could touch on that real quick because Kenny Anderson, I'm calling you Kenny Anderson. I know it's Kenneth. Kenny Anderson did mention Randy Gregory, and I think when I get to the State of the Union defense and end portion, which won't be till I'm down there in Texas, he'll be probably the main guy we focus on. And I said this last year. I thought Randy Gregory, and still think Randy Gregory, is our most talented pass rusher.
DJ's World just dropped another 50 in my super chat. Y'all just holding us down today, man. Y'all gonna make me cry. Kenneth Anderson, you too, sir. Y'all gonna make me cry. Been watching this Dax rookie year. Grateful disciple the streets. Thank you, sir. All y'all.
I like that. I like that. Disciple the streets.
Wakanda forever, man. We grateful today. Me and young Will still up in here, man. We grateful, man. What the hell you talking about, man? Look, you be talking, but man, when that chat changed color, I don't be hearing what you talk. What you said? What you said? You said?
I don't even know what I said, dog. Let's see. Get your internet together, Voch. Come on, man.
Bring me back, man.
Nah, you got that Foot's internet today, dog.
My internet's incredible, sir. I paid for upload and the download speed. I'm straight. Probably because somebody else on the internet in the career, whatever. Okay, what was we talking about for real, Scott?
Randy Gregory. He said, let me read it here. Who is the one D-line player, not Randy, that can make the biggest impact? You said not Randy. Well, obviously it's D-Law. It should be not D-Law, right?
Sure. But the answer to that is D-Law. But I'm ready for us to not sign other free agents on our team because Randy Gregg is going to get his max pass rusher deal. I just feel that way about him. Every year Randy Gregory has this period where he has to get acclimated because he's been sitting down for a while, and it'll take him 2 or 3 games. But then he'll have like 7 sacks in 9 games or some wild shit. You know what I mean? He'll just catch up to you.
That's what we're talking about.
So Randy hasn't put it all together yet, but we don't have the weed police, and it's his first full offseason since his rookie campaign. So I'm ready to hit this ground running with that guy, man.
Let me tell you
Double-digit sacks on me.
Did y'all hear his interview? His press conference?
Yeah.
That man about to get 15.
Yeah.
He coming.
Plus. Or more.
Randy is coming. Okay? Yeah. His first full offseason. Like I said, I personally think he is the most talented pass rusher. The most technique? No. That'll be D-Law. Mm-hmm. But pure talent. D-Law can't stand up and rush. D-Law can't stand up and drop back. Did you see that clip? And I know I don't want to overanalyze a 10-second clip. But did you see that clip of Randy Gregory dropping back?
Yes.
No.
His natural form. It's natural.
I mean, I thought coming out of Nebraska, I said, okay, this is a 3-4 outside linebacker to me because he was like 250, soaking wet. He might not even been that, Voch. So, and he did a lot of standing up at Nebraska. Shit, he whooped Eric Flowers' ass standing up sometimes.
It was different. Yes, sir. He was different. When he had the mini fro and the black lips, he was different.
Yeah, when he was, you know what I'm saying? But,
go ahead.
Yeah, so I think Randy Gregory is he's on a vengeance tour right now. Oh, my, what? Ah!
Trucks like just dropped 100 super chat. I don't know what the vibe is today. Y'all miss us? Is that what it is?
They musta. I know I ain't did nothing in the week, but I'm moving. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, look, man. I'm phony as hell. I know what I just said, man. But look, we could be like Boss Cowboy stream for 5 hours if this how y'all gonna be at. Stream all day. We'll stream all day. And look, don't get me wrong, man. Look, Coach B dropping a 5 in super chat. Appreciate you, sir. I don't want you to think that your 5 ain't important. Wakanda, Kenneth Anderson dropped another 5. He's at 50 at this point. As many times he hit the super chat. Right. Thank you, sir. We just grateful. We going to get some Wagyu for real. Hey, some Japanese A5 Wagyu for real.
That's what I'm saying. When you told me how much it cost, I said, bro, just gave me that to go get it. So when I come down there, fam, I'm gonna drive down to Houston.
Reverse seared for real, Scott. Now, I feel like if everybody was to come down, I will have this barbecue, and we gonna have spaghetti as a side.
So we have
spaghetti as a side.
So this is off topic, y'all. On Twitter, there was something going around about spaghetti being a side at a cookout. Where I'm from, spaghetti ain't a side at a cookout. However, if you have spaghetti at a cookout, I'm tearing that thing down. I like spaghetti, but Voch, explain to the people why spaghetti's a side in the South.
Because at cookouts, you can do what the hell you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's true too.
There's no rules. Yeah. Like if there was a taco bar,
there's rules.
It's rules in terms of who's cooking and how it's cooked. We don't put raisins in our tater salad.
Yeah, there's rules, fam.
It's rules on how the food got to be good. But like if I'm having a cookout. And I'm having, everybody, get you a taco over at the taco bar. Then you can have tacos at the damn taco bar. Don't tell me what can't happen at a cookout. So in the South, when we have cookouts, barbecues, mostly at fish fries and wing fries, we have spaghetti as a side. Yes, it's an entree. It's a main dish. But you can have whatever you want at a damn cookout. And where I come from, we have spaghetti as a motherfucking side.
It's odd. It's odd. I'm just being real. But I eat it.
Of course you'll eat it because it's incredible. Shit. But when we have the damn Voch Lombardi cookout, it's gonna be spaghetti in that motherfucker. I bet y'all eat it up, and I bet it be good.
Shit. All right, just tell me when. Hey, shout out to April Showers, man. One of our Austin like the word devoted. One of our loyal fans. April Showers, a $20 donation. She said, for the tone setter in DC Nation, D-line gonna rock. Don't worry. I hope, April. I'm skeptical. I'm on the skeptical side of this unit. I feel better about the unit behind them, but I'm gonna push back on Voch what he said earlier. I know we was talking about cookout. No, we're talking about cookout, but there are rules, Voch. I do know that. I do think this D line, it definitely hinges on the D line. I said this last year. I said, dog, if you're not going to go out and upgrade your defensive back, you're not going to get a playmaker at safety or impactful cornerback or what have you like that, then you need your D line to be elite. Mm-hmm. Did we get better or did we get? I mean, did we get better at the secondary or did we get worse? Or did we stay the same
in the secondary?
Yeah.
Well, last year,
I know we jumping all units, but just real quick.
Last year, it was Diggs, AB, Rashad Robinson.
Lewis.
We was hoping Reggie get on the field last year. Nowadays is Diggs, Boss Man, Nashon, and the guy that started last year might be your fourth favorite guy this year. AB and Jordan Lewis now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that unit got better. And I look at D-line the same way. Last year it was Tristan until he got hurt. It was rookie Neville, the kid that we got from Houston. It was Justin Hamilton, you know what I'm saying? So now we look at him this year, right? Those guys got to fight to even be on the team now. You know what I'm saying? Of 100% we got better. 100%.
Maybe that was too broad of a question because I do think we got better. But did we get better?
Are we better enough to make major change on the defense as a whole?
Well, for that unit to carry the defense. Because my thing is, you want your front to help your back end, in my opinion. I know it's chicken and egg, but let's just be real. If you're putting pressure on the quarterback, if you stopping the run, you can have an average secondary and you'll be fine. But if your front seven, your defensive line is getting ran through, if you can't get sacks, you can't impact the quarterback, I don't give a damn who you got back there. So that's why I think that we do need this defensive line, specifically the DTs, to be impactful this year. And if they're not, damn it, you better hope that Micah Parsons and Jalen and LVE are just terrors.
Before I answer your question, I just want to just show love to me and your super chatters one more time because I don't want y'all to think that we just moving on and forgot about y'all, man. No. Y'all are incredible. This was incredible, straight up. So yes, right, and it goes back to the reason why O-line is the reason why your offense is going to do what it's going to do. What your D tackles are, if they simply get better by a little bit, and I don't mean like they don't have to get better. Like we need a guy like Aaron Donald that's going to get 20 sacks a year. No. We just need role players. I said a couple times on one of my shows or whatever that we got enough guys that are stars, and people was like, "We got stars. Where the stars at?" We got stars. They're just not being stars right now because they ain't got great role players. You can have Luka, but you need guys to hit threes on the outside, play some defense also. You know what I mean? So when we look at what are role players for the D line, you just need somebody to keep a guard off Van Der Esch, and he'll make a tackle for you. You just need somebody to just open up a run lane. And this is the most important thing that we need. You need somebody to get double teams off of D-Law. If you get double teams off of D-Law, he's a double-digit sack guy. If he's a double-digit sack guy, your corners and safeties get better. Randy on the other side too? Shit.
That's the unit I can't wait to get to because that's the unit I think. I know we talk about MIP being Brent Urban because of what happened last year on the run game, and we needed some run defense. But the defensive ends may be the MIP as a unit on this defense. I know we're talking about I think the linebackers is our best unit defensively, but I think the defensive ends are going to be extremely important because I think we're going to be up on offense. So if we're up on offense, what does that mean? They're going to be throwing the ball, which means Brent Urban ain't going to be in there. What's the cast? Chauncey probably ain't going to be in. Maybe he will be. Who knows? But Bohanna ain't going to be in there.
Sure.
Those defense ends are going to be in there. So yeah, they may be our most important unit. If y'all got any other questions, just hashtag us. Hashtag
spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Killing me with that spaghetti though. Oh, I got a spaghetti one for you. This one seems to be crazy to me. I don't know why people think it's crazy. Sugar or no sugar?
On spaghetti?
Mm-hmm.
You may have to put a little sugar in it in the cooking process to cut down on some acid. You know what I mean? Some people use honey. Some people will take a lemon peel and put it in there. But I don't want to be overload sugar guy.
Oh my!
I just want to stop. The 94s, Haley, Ware, Gregory, just dropped 200 super chat.
Dog.
Hey, yo, Scott, you want to do one of these tomorrow, man? What you doing? What you want to do? You busy? You busy tomorrow, sir?
What's the month? Is it?
You busy? It's June, goddamn. It don't matter what month it is. It could be April.
I'm just thinking, did refund?
It's December, goddamn. You want to do it again tomorrow?
Oh, hey, shout out to you, man. By the
Shouts
way,
out
I got up
Cashapp.
because tell them why I got up.
Hey, man, listen, man. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese and friends?
This guy.
Royale with cheese. Adam Casanova dropped 25. Appreciate you, sir. Hey,
Me too. Hey, Devon just dipping again. Shout out to you, the 94s. I think that might be Haley Ware 94. The Haley Ware 94. I don't know why they keep kicking you out, man. I don't know, Voch.
I don't know, but my internet is fine. Just hold on, sir. Haley Gregory Ware, the 94s, dropped 200 on Super Chat. He says, Wagyu steaks make me hungry. Crazy. Adam Casanova dropped a quarter in the Super Chat, quarter pounder, a Royale with cheese in the Super Chat. He says, hey, Voch, love the content. I've been watching the round table when I'm supposed to be working and had me dead when you says, don't you call Voch wrong on this channel. Keep up. You are not allowed to call me wrong on my channel. Appreciate you, Adam Casanova, dropping a quarter Super Chat. Then Devon Davin. Look, your name is 3 names. Davin Fearby dropped a 50, dropped the whole half in the man. Look, man, we grateful today. We grateful today, man. I don't want to cry on here. One man, I don't want to cry on here. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? We just, I'm grateful for y'all, man.
Yo,
we did all. Skywalker said dreams really do come true, but I disagree because these ain't dreams. These is goals. Goals are real. Dreams don't come true, and y'all just made me cry. Y'all support us so much. I won't let y'all down. I promise.
I'm speechless, man.
Hey, but look, man, give some of this shit to Sky too, though, man. Don't just like gifts, like
they are. This is
drop some shit over on his side too, because he got 2 sons and a wife and a dog and a cat.
I got kids.
Hold Sky down too. Shit. Look, if y'all watch this, if y'all love me, watch this. Voch says this: if the next person put a super chat in. Well, never mind, because they all right. But the next person after Alex that put something over 20 in Sky Super Chat, I'm gonna send you a free Jerry Jones hoodie. Let me show y'all my Jerry Jones hoodies. Them shits is fire. Drop something in Sky shit. Hold on.
I know which ones you talking about too. A trucker just dropped something. Where'd that come at though? I don't know where it came at. Wow, man. I'm grateful. I'm speechless. This is fantastic. I appreciate you guys, man.
10 people that put a super chat in Sky shit. I'm gonna randomly pick one of y'all and send y'all one of my Jerry Jones, Tony Montana hoodies. Sky, write their names down so we won't forget.
I got you, brother.
Y'all blessing us today.
Yes, they are. Yes, they
y'all
are.
Blessing us today.
So it's only right we give them this good content.
Alex dropped a deuce. Raul dropped a dime. Truckers Light dropped another 20. I said I was gonna cut this thing off after like 10 more minutes. We streaming till midnight. God damn it!
Ho.
Shit, you heard what I said. You heard what I said. We streaming till midnight. Guy, you kidnapped, sir.
Trucker Life,
sir. You are kidnapped.
Listen, I done got kidnapped over the web. That's wild.
Don't let them forget. We gonna put y'all put your name in the hat, and I'm gonna send one of y'all a hoodie. Show Sky some love too. DC Network on YouTube. Dallas Cowboy Network on YouTube.
Crow Sticks too. Appreciate you, Crow. Appreciate the trucker. We got Crow, Sticks, and Trucker Life. Man, I appreciate that too, Voch, man.
Get it off Chris in the chat box. So listen, so like we were saying, Sky, you don't put sugar in spaghetti to make it taste sweet. You only put a little bit to cut the acidity. You know what I'm saying? To cut the acidity in the cook process. Voch a chef. When I'm not doing this,
Voch,
I really think I make the best tacos in Texas. I really think I feel that way. And one day I just got to prove it to everybody, just show it. But whatever, moving on.
So Wink, I'm really trying to transition to this, but I'm overwhelmed with all this, man. Y'all are amazing. Again, this is awesome because during this move, a lot is happening. So this is excellent. But Wink,
April dropped time in the super chat. She says it's all blessings. I remember the old days. So proud. That's what I'm saying, man. This ain't dreams, man. Sky said dreams. I know what he meant, but these is goals being realized. You know what I'm saying? Dreams, you know what I'm saying? Once you wake up, dreams is over. You know what I'm saying? This is vision. This is shit that we visualize. You know what I'm saying? And we work to get. We having Jeff and Brian on the shows now. When once upon a time I was delivering pizza. Like, man, boy, if I ever get on the show with these motherfuckers, boy, I'm gonna show that's a real life story. That's a real life story. And all this shit's coming together now. We all talking about rendezvousing and Oxnard and shit. This is real life. These ain't dreams. This is realizing goals, man. It's realizing goals, and they know it. They know it.
You ain't lying, fam. I and my B Bird said this, man. B Bird, he's one of them, I call him the OG on my channel. I had emailed him a while back, and he was like, Scott, the reason why I enjoy what you do from the jump is because you came on here not acting brand new. You came on here with a humble confidence that you belonged. And I never thought of it that way, you know, because I just wanted to do what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? But I thought I did belong. And I say dreams, but really when I got on here, I had a goal. And the goal is being accomplished. And I can't wait to let you guys know what it is. But shout out to We Them Boys, Texas. Dropped the 25. He said, we need that hoodie, Voch. And then Shannon Sharp with the $20 donation. He said, yes, sir.
We're going to put y'all motherfuckers in a hat, and I might pick two of y'all. That's just how I feel.
Almost there. Yeah.
Crow said, don't even send the hoodie. He just showing love. He just showing love.
Oh,
Kenny Anderson dropped a dime. And then he dropped 5, said we're a dangerous combo. You goddamn right we the Von Erichs. Goddamn right we are.
You talking about you don't go back. Come on, Voch.
What?
Now, come on now. Don't try to come at me talking about I'm 30-something years old and you talking about Von Erichs.
But you are 30-something years old.
I am 30-something years
old. and I promise we getting right back into the content. Y'all just overwhelming, man. Appreciate y'all. Kenneth Anderson, who's probably up to 120 by now, dropped another dub and says, but Voch. This is the best content. This is the best YouTube channel out. This is the best out. I just need to become a top member so I can tap in when you taking calls. When you platinum, man, just call the show. Shit.
Oh, and that's the thing I forgot to do was to set up the calls. We could have set up the calls.
Shit, I got phones.
Yeah.
We got phones. Talk to the people while I mute you for a second. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Throw it in there. Let me get through these super chats here. Shannon Sharp, appreciate you, brother. Nene says with the $4.99 says keep up the great work, fellas. A1 content, appreciate you, Nene. Shady is back. So we got Trucker, Crow, Mr. Lee, We Them Boys, Shannon Sharp, Shady is back. So all you guys will be put into that. And I know oh my. Just give.
All right, we back. Hold on, what is this? Charles Strong? Hold on. God, we not going to sleep tonight. We're gonna be doing this shit till midnight, goddamn. Scott, we doing this till midnight, sir.
Charles Strong, appreciate you, man. You've also been in the chat a lot. Thank you, man. I don't even know what else to say, dog. Thank you so much.
We doing this till midnight. Scott, we're gonna be here till 1 o'clock in the morning. Scott, come on now.
Voch, first of all, my subscribers know I can go.
We will us Cowboys record. This will be a 12-hour stream in this bitch. We'll do the shit to the side and get till breakfast.
That's right, boss. So boss said luck happens to them that work hard. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. I truly 100% believe that.
There you go.
Truly.
There you go. Nothing happens for no reason. You have to put yourself in position to make shit pop off, sir. We know this. Hey, listen, if y'all want to call into the show, we ain't talking about D-line no more. We just talking.
Yeah.
we gonna finish.
What's the number? I'm gonna pin it real quick.
The number is 515.
Put it in the chat.
Shit, hold on, what's my number? Shit. I got it. Y'all really just blown us away, man. I can't even remember my number.
Speeches, man.
I'll find that motherfucker. But go ahead and ask me the next question, Scott, while I get set up.
Now, Wink has said something like 25 chats up about Randy Gregory, and then it just got flooded with the donation, so I missed it, man. Shout out to my guy, Del Shap. He also been a day one, man. Appreciate you, brother. Ray
cool.
in the building.
Phone number, you ready?
Go ahead, type it in the chat. I'm going to pin it.
Okay, cool. 515-606-5187, access code 309104. There you go. There it is.
Let me grab it.
Y'all want to call into the show? That's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. We're gonna show some love. So we're gonna talk about D-line for 2 more minutes. Then we're gonna take y'all calls till midnight. Put your pajamas on, y'all. We ain't going nowhere.
Hold on, I'm grabbing it from your side, and then I'm gonna pin it on my dip.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
Man.
Special K falling for the donation pressure. That ain't you falling for pressure, sir. You just a real one and you show love, sir. Shouts out to you. Ain't no pressure over here. I love all y'all. Love all y'all. Ray dropped the 5 says no more Hill slander. And next year, Voch don't hate on the LSU kids. I love the LSU kids.
Yeah. Voch ain't the Hill slander guy. That'd be me. If you want to call it slander, but I don't want to call it slander. I just need to prove it, man. Voch, I got chewed up last year or 2 years ago when I called out Zeke. Last year I got chewed up for calling out D-Law in the beginning of the year. But I came back around and I said, hey, I'm not calling them out because I think they bad. I just want to see more. And I think it's okay to want to see more from guys you expect more from.
100%, man. Showtime dropped a whole Royale with cheese, sir. Appreciate you. And Ken Anderson just say wartime one time for me. So I can't deny y'all. Can't say no to y'all. Can't say no to y'all.
Not tonight.
Shit, what am I gonna say? No. What am I rude? CJ says when the grease is hot, drop the fish. Indeed, he dropped a 5. Appreciate you,
yes,
sir.
That is one of your sayings. I like that.
Indeed. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, it's Special K. Definitely not no peer pressure, brother. It's just showing love, man. And when we returning it, is all, brother. Appreciate it. I did see a question though about a ranking of a defense. Where did I see that?
Whew.
Oh yeah, Jack Kenneth said, "How do you fellas rank the defense this season?" Voch, you've been on record saying you just needed to be middling.
B19.
I agree.
B19 will win the Super Bowl. Just catch the interceptions. Diggs dropped 6 of them last year. He caught 2, something like that. Catch your interceptions. Get your sacks. Stop the run. And score points. And that's gonna make the defense play different on the other side. Hey man, keep booging. Access code 309104. Appreciate you, Ken. Yeah, Kenny, call in right now, man, so I can go ahead and put you down.
Yeah, the phone line is pinned up top, guys.
Please. 515-606-5187. Please. But
yeah, I think Voch, if I had to put it, it's hard to do it, right, without seeing preseason. That's the thing, right? We didn't have preseason all last year. I think we'd have had a better idea about this defense last year had we seen preseason. We had a better idea about some of these young cats had we seen preseason. This is all subjective to change. We're talking pre-camp and before a preseason game. I guarantee you we will have a better idea about this defense by week 3 of preseason. And that may not mean much, but we'll know more. If you ask me right now, I could see this defense being 18 to 20, 21. The conference has been unlocked. In yards.
I had it locked. My bad. Call back in. I had it locked. It's unlocked now. My bad. Go ahead. Scott, I'm listening to you.
No, that's probably why somebody's like, "Oh, where the pin at? Where the access code?" Because he locked it.
Yeah, the phone was locked because man, it's damn $1 million in super chats up here. Y'all flushing the shit out of me. I pressed the wrong button. I locked it on accident. Okay, we got a call. And Scott, this is actually somebody's name, so just bear with me. Big Pook, we fat mouthing today. That's his name. Big Pook, we fat mouthing today. What up, Big Pook? We fat mouthing today.
What's going on, man? What's going on with us and Sky?
What's going on,
man? I want to say something. I think the preseason is going to be ultimately important this year, man, because of the fact that we didn't have it last year, and I think that would have helped a lot with Tristan and with Neville last year to get them those reps in game type situations. Preseason this year is not going to be. It's not for the rest time for the defensive tackles. This is definitely a compete thing. It's good that we having an extra preseason game. They're young. We're going to have to play them a lot. That's just going to possibly show where they're going to do. But I also want to say this. Can our offense help this young defense get to where they need to be? And I'm not just saying that we need to be a cloud of the dust, but if we can control the ball a little bit more, teams did that to us. They controlled the ball for over half the game. They ran the ball, and they struck big in the passing game against us. If we can control the ball and not turn the ball over, but control time possession, that would give this young defense some legs, and if we possibly can make other teams turn to one-dimensional, and then that will help this young defense greatly, just to say, okay, We just need you to go after the passer. You can control the ball and still score points. You don't have to be one of these teams that go out there and we in the fast paced offense have a high risk for type turning the ball over and keep our defense out there on the field because teams are going to turn around and do the exact same thing to us. They're going to control the ball and put us in positions where we're rushing. So I think our offense can do a great deal since they're the strength of this team to help this young defense come along.
That's very, very fair. And this was
I'll let y'all fellas.
Appreciate you. That was a great call by Big Pook. We fat mouthing. That's his whole name, Scott. You just can't say Big Pook. So the first thing that they teach you in offensive coordinating play calling school or whatever is you only want to throw the ball when you want to. You know what I'm saying? If another team makes you throw the ball, then you're at you're disadvantaged already. You know what I'm saying? So it's picking your spots. So what he's saying, 100% correct. If we make teams throw the football, then they become one-dimensional. Then we go, all right, we're gonna pass rush play coverage, drop back in the flats, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's our role. The ambiguity of defense makes defenses dangerous. But go ahead.
I just want to give a shout out to my son. He's in the chat. I love you too, son.
Oh man, what? That's a Scott. Don't cry, man. Hey, don't cry, man. Hey, man, I can't wait. Scott,
it's a beautiful feeling, man. It's a beautiful.
I can't
feeling.
wait.
My
Scott,
son is.
I haven't got nobody pregnant yet, but Scott, one day, Scott, I am so pro dad. I just been broke my whole life that I've had no kids. I've just tried to not have kids.
Trust me, that don't matter.
Trust me, right? Fair, but dog. I want to be a dad one day so bad. That shit's so incredible to me, dog. Hey, little man, your dad's incredible, and he tearing all this up, and he gonna get y'all a big house with a big yard and a big dog and a pony dog, everything you want.
Yes, sir.
Don't happen.
My son says, "Love you, Dad." Listen, man, son, you are the reason why. Everybody should have a why for what they do. I don't care what it is, but I know what mine is. Those are my boys, so and my lady, my family, essentially, right? So those are my whys, man. Shout out to my kids. Shout out to my lady. Not be here without them. Salute.
I got a cat. I got a cat that's holding it down till I have a kid. So
DJ with the $50 donation. He said, "Have you had an older woman cook you food? If so, what size did she make?" This is the thing on Voch's channel. See, I watch your channel. I watch the shows, Voch. Watch the show.
Listen, man, there's nothing better than community. You know what I mean? Dropping videos is cool. But those little tidbits like that, man, it's just community, man. Because watch this. There's some people on your side that have no clue what this means.
Yeah.
They have no clue what that means. But they're going to see the chat box talking about IHOP in a little bit. It's just, you just had to be there to get it, man. I love community. I love my people. Scott, have you ever had a... Oh, go ahead.
A woman like a lady friend?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Just
an older woman. Just an older woman for whatever reason just wanted to cook you food. What size did she cook for you?
No, I'm just going to stare from that question. No. Let me answer the question from the caller. From what's his name? Big Pookie with 6 names.
Big Pookie. We fat mouthing today.
Big Pookie. We fat mouthing today. That must be something down.
That's his name.
He said something about ball control. See, when I think about ball control, man, I'm not lying to you. I got PTSD or PTSJG. Okay. Yeah. I think about, we got to control the ball. We got to go out here, control the clock. I think about running the ball 30, 35 times a game. It's just going to be tough this year to do that. It's going to be tough to do that. Ball control doesn't necessarily have to mean, though, running it 30, 35 times per game.
Yes.
Right? Ball control could mean quick throws. Ball control could mean on 2 possessions, we're going to run the clock down. On 3 other possessions, we're going to go hurry up. So ball control shouldn't necessarily mean slowing down because, like I said, PTSJG, I'm thinking of Jason Garrett. We got to control the clock for 35 minutes per game to protect our defense. Sure, the offense needs to help the defense out this year. Absolutely.
It doesn't just mean run the football. It doesn't just mean slow down. You can have a high tempo and throw the ball and run screens and be high flying and be ball control. You just kill the clock while you doing these things.
While you up.
If you have a 5-minute drive that's 89 yards, that's ball control. So you just don't call no timeouts. You just going, of course.
Right. Please. And it sounded like, though, Big Pookie, wanted to get back to that running the ball. And I'm not against that, but make it a week-to-week thing. Make it who you playing?
I think if you have Zeke and Tony, you don't have a choice but to run the football. But I've said this before: Zeke is the best complementary football player in the league right now because this is Dak's team. But you don't want Dak throwing the ball 50 times. So Dak could probably get 30 attempts. Zeke will get his 20 carries. Tony get his 8 to 15 and 2 catches, and it'll just be in that way, man. Now when does Zeke get those carries? It might be at the end of the game when it's all over, but he got them. Yeah.
It's funny because I'm gonna use older Cowboy teams here. A lot of us go back to 2014 as like the perfect offense. That's just not a sustainable type of way to go about it. What I mean by that is you're not going to get an 1,900 yard rusher every year. And Voch just getting over here. I'll keep going until you come back. You're not going to get an 1,900 yard rusher every year. You're not going to get. I'm not sure, bro. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening.
We good. Don't worry about
it. But nonetheless, what I mean, Voch, is you're not going to get that type of year in, year out. Where we really should be looking at, you remember when Marion the Barbarian was our closer? If we can have Zeke be and Tony Pollard be a factor quarters 1 through 3, not necessarily the offense. Zeke was the offense essentially year 1 and 2 because we had a 4th round pick. But if they can be a factor and then in the 4th quarters be a closer while your Pro Bowl, in my opinion, top 10, top 5 quarterback is giving you that lead, that's where the ball control comes in. You up 10 points with 7 minutes to go. Run the clock down.
Do you think Zeke looks shiftier and a little more slim because somebody tapped him on the shoulder and says, you're not going to be a battering ram anymore. We're going to feature you in the passing game a little more?
Somebody did something, Voch.
Possibly.
Somebody said something to Zeke because he out there looking way quicker, way trimmer. And again, I came at Zeke a few years ago. I said Zeke is a power back now. That wasn't a knock in the sense of I think he sucks. It just was, let's just be real. In 2016, Zeke was getting home runs. Zeke was making people miss. He could run over you. He could run around. He could jump over you. The last year and a half, Zeke's a power back. That's just what he was.
We got phone calls for some reason, but for some reason, Nene dropped 50 in the super chat, so she just want to hold down for the just. Wait. Got to have the wrong one. Hey, wait, hold on, wait, time out. Wait.
Get off the phone.
Damn, hold on. Also,
there you go.
Also, Keith M dropped 2104 in the super chat. That's cryptic as hell. Like, is that a secret message or something? I don't know. Cowboys going 20-0 till we don't. 50 burgers on the grill at the Voch Lombardi barbecue with spaghetti as a side, playboy.
All I'm saying is invite me to that damn thing when you do it. That's all.
You'll be there. Crow Sticks dropped a dime. Trucker's Life dropped another 5. Kenneth dropped another 5. Y'all be sure to call into the show, man. Numbers 515-606-5187. Access code 309-104 is pinned at the top of my chat. I'm sure Sky has done some creative with his. Let's get the phones. Go ahead.
No, I pinned the number.
You got it pinned up. Let's get into set off Chris, because that's how privilege works. Set off Chris. What's good, sir?
Yo.
Hey man, what's going on, man? Good to hear from you, bro. Hey, Scott, great work, man.
Thank you, sir.
You busted into this thing, man. You kicked the door wide open. But man, I'm gonna let Kobe out real quick, and I just want to kind of piggyback on what Scott was saying. I think you were talking about in 2014 we had an 1,800-yard rusher. Well, in 2016 he had a 1,600-yard rusher. So instead of being ball control, why don't you just make it point control? Because if you remember back in 2016, every time they got the ball, man, they came down, they put points on the board. And when you put points on the board, it just puts more pressure on the opposing offense. And I think with the rotation that you guys have been talking with this D-line, with the improvement, I think with the linebacker core by far, I think the secondary is going to improve. I think you'll get that point where the offense will continue to help the defense by making them more one-dimensional, where they're more coming forward and dictating to the opposing offense what's going to happen.
I like that point control.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
No, it makes absolute sense.
Yeah. I mean, because when we're talking about, hey, let's hand the ball off, you don't, man, you got 4 back. And you ain't got to do that no more. When you had to run the ball like that, Full was very much inexperienced. Matter of fact, many people didn't think he was that guy.
Yep.
But yo, man, there's no question in nobody's mind, especially not on these channels, not in this Cowboy family, not in this Cowboy nation, that Full is the damn guy.
Yep.
Without question. So you turn around, you be point control. Because you know as well as I know, you're going to run civilians out on your second and third wide receiver. You're going to run civilians out and going to have to tackle that dude who's highly motivated to tell everybody, you forgot who I was. You forgot my name. Because the year that we thought he fell off, that dude had 1,300 yards. He had 1,300 yards when everybody started saying he declined. COVID was real. I don't think with the preseason and COVID was real. That's what led to the decline of Ezekiel Elliott. And I definitely think in 2021, man, it's 20-0, man, until otherwise noticed, man. Listen, man, I'm going to get back, man. I love this. I'm down here in Florida with my kid at this camp, man, but I could not miss an opportunity.
My little cousin's down there.
Shout out at you two great dudes.
Watch, ask him, is he at the academy?
Cowboy Nation, man.
Chris.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Chris?
Yeah, go ahead.
Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where your son is? Is he at the academy? Is something academy?
Yeah, I'm down here at IMG Academy, man.
My cousin down there right now. My little cousin.
Yeah, my kid's pretty good, man. Yeah.
My kid the shit. You know it is what it is.
No, man, he all right, man. You know, man, it's all the process, man. One day, man, Voch be talking about and telling me, you know, what he can and what he can't do and breaking down. And I'm going to say, hey, whatever that dude say, man, do it, man. Because that dude is a film watcher. But you know the one thing we need more than anything? We need that but Voch. Dirty, man. Make that happen, man. Make that happen, man.
Gotta make a drop for you, bro.
Said it all, Chris. Appreciate you, sir.
Hey, man, I appreciate both of y'all, man.
Thank you, good brother.
He is definitely man of the coach. We're gonna lock this up.
The conference has been locked.
We got 3 more calls, man. We're gonna get into those 3 calls. Do we have any more D linemen that we D tackles we gotta talk about?
I purposely left off Carlos Watkins.
Yeah, he's
the Slava Medvedenko of D lineman to me. I'm not talking about him.
Fair enough. Got 5 in the PayPal from Marcus Hardison. Appreciate you, sir. Hold up.
Blood man from the 5th floor. Oh yeah, Marcus Harden. Yeah, shout out to you, brother. He came over here with that too.
Appreciate you. Hey, look, we're gonna get through these phone calls quicker because I did have a prior engagement. We got 10 minutes in this show. We gonna boogie. Angel from Texas. What's good, my guy?
Hey man, yeah. So we going to the Super Bowl, man.
Damn right. Hold on, player. You got damn right. You got damn right. We going to the Super Bowl. Why would we not?
Why would we not? Hey, yo, I love how he came on there. Yeah, man. So we going to the Super Bowl. Just straight up.
He had a number 19 defense last year. It's nothing to sniff at, but when you think about the guys they have, name me some guys off the Falcons defense. All right, then. So then you got that. And then you got the guys that we have from now. I mean, you got Trayvon Diggs. I mean, as far as what he did with Richard Sherman, you think about what he can do with Diggs, and then all you need is for Anthony Brown or Joseph to just be Browner. I'm not saying they're going to be the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, maybe YouTube is like, dog, y'all doing too much tonight. I don't know.
And our offense
YouTube
was 14 last year with a number 28 defense. I mean, and we were just one game out the NFC East. It's an insult to have, just talking about Washington, Philly, and the Giants.
Well, I mean, it's a big time insult if you don't bring up the Cowboys in the East.
You said it when you first picked up the phone, dog. We're gonna beat the shit out of everybody. We're gonna win the Super Bowl. Yo, Angel, we run a long time. I appreciate you, sir. Big salute. Big salute. We got 2 more calls. Somebody said Foots' Wi-Fi is trying to cancel our show. It's crazy. We got 301 on the phone. What up, though? Who this? 301.
Man, this is Kenny Anderson, man. Voch,
the Jet. That's Kenny Anderson. That's Kenny Smith.
Man.
Let me go ahead. Let me put you down platinum. Go ahead.
I've been watching you since Dak was a rookie. To be honest with you,
damn.
I wasn't really a YouTube guy. I really watch football for what it is. I know the game is one in the trenches, What I will say is I do appreciate you guys' content, but what I will say on top of that is it's no doubt we win in this division. Come on, man. You mean to tell me that they depending on Fitzmagic, Hurts, and Daniel Jones? We got Dak, man.
Yeah.
That's a real leader. That's a real captain. You know what I'm saying? We got our quarterback.
Yeah.
The defense was terrible last year. No cut cards. I know how Voch get down. You know what I'm saying? The defense will be better this year, just off of just scheme and coaching alone. Once we get that down, man, we putting up 30 on everybody. Why not? Our offense is that dynamic.
That's not out the question. That's not out the question at all, because I seen 29 points per game last year, was 7th in the league. So.
I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. I know this is you guys' show.
You good.
When we get to that nitty gritty,
you have donated enough, sir. Go ahead.
Clock. We still got Zeke. We still got Pollard.
Yeah.
Now you asking us to be a pass first team with King Clutch, as you said. That. Come on, man. He's the captain. He's the best thing we had at quarterback since Romo. Best CEO we had at quarterbacks since Aikman. We're going to do our thing. People just need to stop hating and give the Cowboys they do. I understand we America's team. We always get the headlines, but that don't mean you got to be a hater. As my man Voch said, the I Am Legend monsters don't give us our credit. Why? You know what it is. When you great, they don't want you to be great. But we be all right, though. I ain't going to hold y'all too long, Cowboy Nation. I love y'all. Voch, keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir.
Sky, man, I appreciate you too. Y'all two are definitely a dynamic duo.
Thank you,
bro.
Y'all keep doing y'all thing.
All right, my guy. Salute. Big salutes. Kenneth Anderson, you are privileged now. I know I said platinum, but you are privileged now, sir. So I just put you down in the system. So now you get to, now you jump over the random calls and you jump over platinum people, sir. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man.
Indeed, indubitably.
Yeah,
all right, and we got one more call, man. We got one more call. We got 520. What's good?
Hey y'all, it's Truckers Life. How y'all doing?
Truckers Life.
Let
me put you down.
Hold on.
Recognize you, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, salute.
You privileged as hell. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. But now I was calling because, like the last caller said, man, I'm tired of our Cowboys getting disrespected.
Sure.
With the work we put in this off season to improve that defense, man, ain't no way in hell watching whatchamacallums don't do anything.
Truckers Life, can you believe? Truckers Life, can you believe my last video? I dropped basically a myth busting session saying how garbage time ain't real and how the whole Dak Prescott thing is just hate. And can you believe it's still people in the chat box saying that the defense let us score on purpose? They gonna hate us all. They gotta hate us, Truckers Life. They gotta hate us. It's in their soul. But we on the right side of the grass, sir. It's gonna be ball game. You hear me? You hear me?
That part. Yeah, I saw that video. I saw that one. And I agree. But what people don't realize, you got them big ass ham hocks in the middle of our defense.
Vouch.
That's gonna let
I know
our stupid athletic linebackers.
Yes, sir.
They just gonna let them roam.
Right.
Come on, Jalen Smith. That's when he was at his best.
Right.
Jalen, if you guys didn't hear, Jalen actually came in last year 15 pounds heavier than he'd ever played.
Out of shape.
You think about it, he didn't slim down. Then we add Michael Parsons, which is another athletic freak.
The athletic freak.
Then we add Jabril Cox in the 4th round. Man, that's gonna be our X factor right there. That man, I think he's gonna push Keanu Neal out. My personal opinion.
We'll see.
And I'm just looking. Another thing, our offense. Man, Zeke is about to tear it up this year, y'all.
And let me just quickly before we get off. If Ezekiel Elliott, y'all, if he gets back to that home run threat, Voch, I truly don't understand how we wouldn't have the best offense in this league. By far, though. And I know Pat Mahomes and all them over there. I know Tampa and everything, but top to bottom, Zeke back to that Zeke, it's done deal.
Follow me on Twitter, everybody, VOCHLOMBARDI. Y'all see me starting fights like this all the time. And people say I'm a homer, but if Zeke turns into that guy, and Tyron Smith plays, and La'el Collins plays, Joe Looney's not around anymore, Dak is healthy for the. How are we not the best? We've been the better offense in the league than them already a year and a half in a row. So what's stopping us after getting better? We averaged 29 points a game with Terrence Steele, goddammit, Brandon Knight and them. What's I don't go Terrence Plastic, sir. Indeed, it's just hate at this point. But you know what though? I want them to hate. I don't want nobody on our team. I don't want to hold hands with nobody. I want the look on their faces, and I want the receipts. I want the receipts, sir.
Yep. Exactly.
Appreciate you, truckers. Like, hey,
get out of here.
Hey, listen.
Get out of here. I just want to let y'all know, hey, the Wacky Tech is gonna be fired, but it's not just gonna be me. I'm gonna have my daughter on it too.
Hey man, listen.
My daughter's gonna be helping me cook it too.
Listen, dog. Plug your YouTube and tell them what you do over there. I explained it, but I think I explained it horribly. But like, tell them what you do on YouTube channel, man.
Well, on my YouTube channel, what it is pretty much giving you guys the insight to the trucker's life. Not just me cooking in my truck. Yes, I do cook. I love cooking. I've been cooking since 8 years old. It's how I honor my mom who passed last year due to COVID.
Oh, damn.
But it's just showing drivers, hey, yeah, we live on the road, but just because we live on the road don't mean we have to eat fast food all the time.
Sure. And
we can eat just as good as you can at home in a truck.
There you go.
I prove it.
There you go. Where they find you at?
They can find me at Truckers Life 78. Don't forget the space between the truckers and the life.
There you go. Trucker, space, life.
Thank you guys for the support.
Thank you for the support.
Hey,
what you
hold on.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Shit.
Be safe out there, brother, for real.
Thanks for the call, man. Salute. Hey, yo, Sky. What you doing tomorrow, man? What you doing tomorrow? What you doing tomorrow around noon?
Actually, tomorrow, guess what? We talking about all this cookout stuff?
No, you're not.
We got a cookout.
No, you're not. There's no way. You're not going to. There's no way you're going to
the
cookout.
Funny thing is, though, the cookout not till later, but
Scott, what you doing tomorrow morning around like 5 in the morning? What you doing? Like 5 in the morning or something like that. What you doing?
In like 7 hours. What you doing?
I'm about to put you to work, player. You in it?
We'll wrap that. We'll wrap.
Nah, man, this was this serious face. This was incredible, and all of y'all support, man. I promise y'all, we not just like we ain't just buying drugs with it. I mean, we'll like do a little coke for a little bit, but all the channel up. Like I know we say this is gonna upgrade the channel. Look at what Sky does, and look at what I do. Like since day one of me and him doing this, we've upgraded at some point. Another DJ 50. We got what my fucking button from DJ's World dropped 50. I listened to all the people. Everybody is hyped about their season. Why is this year our year? Shit, we got 4. Goddamn, you know why this our year, DJ? You already know. You just want me to do one of them ones. I'm not gonna do it again because if I do it on every show, it'll get old.
Right,
but DJ,
right.
But DJ, we got 4, man. Don't worry about it. But listen, man, I appreciate everybody, whether it's on my channel or on Sky. I appreciate Skywalker Super Chats because he goddamn deserved. He goddamn deserved, man. He puts in the work. Don't be humble. He puts in the work and he does the shit the right way. There's a lot of people here that do the shit the wrong way. Skywalker does things the right way, and you can tell because he's built this shit from the bottom to the top. He's got a whole new channel. He's built that bitch from the bottom to the top all over again. He's doing things correctly. You understand? You goddamn it, don't be humble. So super chat his ass too. Appreciate y'all for doing that. Y'all follow me on all social media platforms, man. I'm Voch Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI, on everything or whatever. And y'all just like and leave a little comment for the algorithm and all that good stuff. Scott, what you got, sir?
Man, listen, he's not lying. I don't care what he say. Don't be humble. I am humbled. I'm humbled not because I'm humble, but because of y'all support tonight has been unbelievable. From not just the donations, but the chat and the community, the vibe, the feel has been awesome, man. And he right. This isn't just going to just anything. This is going right back into this thing. This is going into growing, right? We talked earlier about growth. That's what this is about with me, him, and a lot of people in this community. And I'm just hoping that we can continue to bring you guys this great content, this great vibe, this great feel from here until the end of the days, man.
Sure. So we're gonna tell the people about about the thing, or we gonna wait?
What thing?
Late July.
Oh no, we tell them. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'd stop the music for that.
Yeah, man, we're going to Oxnard and shit.
Yeah.
And this is another thing that we talked about, man. It ain't dreams, it's goals. You know what I'm saying? You know, we've always talked about, man, I want to go to Oxnard one day. I want to do this. I want to do that. We kind of putting this shit in motion, man. And at some point, one day, Scott, maybe not this year, but in 2023 or something, because this shit moves fast, but it's going to be a thing that we do every year traditionally. Oh, the guys are going to meet up in Oxnard and we all going to have drinks on some boat that we rented out. And it's just going to be some cool shit, man. And hey, if y'all out there, don't be shy to walk up and say something,
man. Please, I mean, and I'm pretty sure, Voch, this is you used to this. You've been about 5-6 years into it now. I have not been, but I promise y'all, I'm the same way off air, man. I'm chill and cool as hell. Come up, let's rap. We can talk. We can chill. We can, if we out somewhere, you see me somewhere, we can get a drink, whatever. But definitely come up, say what's up. Let's rap. Let's chat. Let's talk Cowboys ball. Let's talk life. Let's talk whatever. Crack jokes. I like to laugh, man. But yeah, we out there July. I'm out there. See, I'm out there July 25th that whole week. Voch come towards the end of the week, but we gonna try to link. I know the rest of the community gonna be out there too, though.
To be determined and all that good stuff. Scott, have you hit the button? Because if you haven't, we'll be talking about this.
I hit the button like 7 times, but shout out to DJ's World, man. DJ's World and Charlie Strong, man. Appreciate y'all. What supposed to do, Voch?
Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski, the Peasky Weesky, man. We'll see y'all 4 o'clock in the morning. Do the shit all over again, man. Peace.
Love y'all, man. Peace. Appreciate you.